Welcome back, beautiful souls. It's a soldier of light reporting for duty, and I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. And I also I had a quick question that I needed to read from the last show that I didn't get around to, so I'm going to go ahead and read that for one of these. Let's see here. It's for Lauren. My question was, when do you see my boyfriend and I starting to build our home? So let's see. So thank you for the Guardians who are watching over the channel. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Thank you for the beautiful souls who are going to be listening to this video or watching it at another time. So sending you guys all light and love. I'm feeling better. Rough day, couple days for my back, and I had a really bad splitting headache one day, and then when I wasn't reading last Thursday, and then my throat felt weird for a couple days. So good now. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, asking for Lauren. When will her and her boyfriend? When will you see Lauren and her boyfriend starting to build her home, please? Lauren, I get that. I feel within the next 8 months that you guys will start to build your home. I feel like something. I don't know if you guys are moving somewhere or something to build this because I have the eight of wands, so it tells me things are going to start to pick up speed for you guys soon. So it tells me. I'm feeling within the next 8 months. I feel like you guys will at least start to begin to build your home because I have the Temperance card as the result. So that tells me that it's in divine timing, and that this will come to fruition for you guys. And I feel like you guys are going to. You just need to keep the strength, keep pushing that forward because it looks like things are going to work out. I have the Four of Pentacles, so it tells me it's going to be a good investment for you guys moving forward. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of hard work. What it tells me. So you guys are going to have to be very efficient in what you guys are doing when you guys build your home. So, yep. So time management, managing your time is what I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles as you move forward. So it looks like that's going to be picking up speed here. And it's going to be some hard work because the Ten of Pentacles tells me it will be completed, but it's going to be a lot of hard work that's going to go into it. So I feel within the next 8 months, you guys will, hopefully you guys should start to see some progress and start to move forward with your home and building it. So thank you for that last chat from the last time. I didn't get a chance to read it for you until today, so hope that resonates with you. And thank you for the super sticker from before. Now I'm going to get started here. Mr. David Wagner. All right. People are accusing most truthers as being frauds and cons. While I believe that has merit for many of them, can you do a reading on Whiplash 347, the real Whiplash 347 with a capital W and capital L? I've never looked into them, but let me go ahead and do it. What can you tell me about Whiplash? With a capital W, capital L, Whiplash 347. It's on Telegram. Is this information? Is he legit? Is he deceiving people? What can you tell me? Please and thank you. So he's sharing financial information with the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like he's giving a lot of information. And I also feel like this is something he's doing because I feel like it's the Seven of Pentacles is for long term investments. And I feel like these are things that they're going to be very sustainable with these things that he's talking about. I have the Page of Pentacles, so it tells me financial opportunities. I feel like he's giving people financial opportunities and he's done his due diligence because I have that very much so. So I feel like this is something he's also helping people manifest and develop skill in learning these things. I have the 10 of swords. So it tells me maybe there's some type of, because of some loss. I feel like he's working people through a crisis, some type of loss. I feel like this is what this situation to be. Because I have the 6 of wands. So it tells me he's helping people progress. I feel like things are going to come out and he's going to lead them to victory. So I feel like this is something that he wants people to be more self-confident in this journey. And I feel like public recognition is going to happen, I think, in the future. Because I have the temperance card. So I feel like this is to bring hope. It's to help people remain calm. I also feel like there's something to, there's a purpose into this that I feel. And I feel like this is something that he's chose to do. Then I had the 4 of Pentacles, which is also very good at money investments and things like that. So I feel like this is something to help people control the money situation because I have the Queen of Wands. Yeah. So I feel like this is something that to remain, he's helping people focus on things. And also he's determined to bring joy back to people because people have been, with the 9 of Swords, people have been having a lot of loss, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. So far, what I'm seeing from the Whiplash 347 is good. And I honestly, I've actually followed Whiplash myself. Recently, I did delete the channel, but it's my own personal. But I have watched or read them for a couple of years, and I actually made some investments based on some of the things that they presented. So I never looked into them until now. So it looks like I got good cards for Mr. Whiplash 347. So thank you for the super chat, David Wagner, and I hope that resonates. Also, can you do a reading on Emily with QSI on Telegram as well? I certainly can. Emily. Can you tell me about Emily with QSI on Telegram? Anything you like to share? Is she telling truths when she's teaching these things? Is she deceiving people purposely? Has she deceived people? What can you tell me? Please and thank you for your assistance. Well, I have the Hierophant first, so I feel like there's some wisdom there. There's something that she has, maybe about some financial institutions or something financial, because the Hierophant usually has something to do with that as well. But I also have the Fool, so it tells me there's a lot of possibilities, a new journey. So I feel like maybe there's some type of opportunity. I feel like this person is presented because I have the 4 of Wands. It tells me celebration, bringing a community together. And I feel like this is something, and then I have the Ace of Cups. And I feel like this is something that's maybe helping people. I feel like maybe even intuitively proposing things to people, possibly. And I feel like plus it's very creative. I feel like how they've done this to help get the information out. Because I have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like they've done very creative way of maybe, I don't know if she's a fighter. She's she defends her beliefs with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like she's very driven to succeed, whoever Emily with QSI is, because I have the King of Pentacles as the result. So it tells me it's regarding investments and wealth. And I have that there's going to be prosperity, and she's very generous with the information that she's helping or she's presenting, because the King of Pentacles is an investment card, and it's a very good investment card. Then I have the 3 of Pentacles after that. So she's working with a team, which I'm assuming the QSI is as well. And I have the 5 of Wands. So there is some conflicts, there is some obstacles with the 5, maybe some disagreements possibly that I see with the 5 of Wands. And I have the 7 of Swords. So it tells me maybe there's some betrayal, maybe there's some deception, maybe it's sometimes, or maybe they're acting very strategic in what they're doing. I have the Star card, so it tells me, yeah, they have to be very strategic in what they're putting out. I have the Star, so it tells me it's a good omen. It tells me some type of rejuvenation, renewal. So I feel like this is to bring hope and to bring calm is what this is for. Because I have the 2 of Cups. They agreed to do this, so there's some type of agreement in place, a partnership, something along that line that they've done. That's they're helping, I feel. And I have the 9 of Pentacles is my holding on my deck, so it's to bring prosperity, the fruits of the labor. Also tells me prosperity and the sovereignty back to people. So I feel like there is some good, absolutely, with Emily and QSI on Telegram. So thank you, David Wagner, and I hope that resonates with you. All right. Can I expect, Sharon Fairchild, what can I expect in 2023? Thanks and love to you. All right, let's see what we get there, Sharon. What can Sharon Fairchild expect in 2023? Just anything you like to share. Please and thank you. 2023. 2023, I got the Hanged Man first. So it tells me there's some type of awakening, but I also feel like maybe there's some type of release or something you're going to let go of. Some type of change is coming. But I also feel maybe you're going to view things from a different perspective in 2023. Then I have the World card. I feel like you're going to, if you already haven't, I feel like you're going to learn more about what's going on in the world, or you're going to view the world differently, is what I feel. And I feel like there's going to be some type of celebration. I feel like travel's coming for you. If you haven't planned a trip yet this year, but I feel you will be going on a trip. There's going to be some accomplishment, but it also tells me that there's going to be some fear, some anxieties, maybe moving forward at times, maybe some sleepless nights. I feel like maybe some insomnias. I feel like that's something that they're telling me. But I have the Temperance card. It tells me maybe with these sleepless nights that also maybe some of these nightmares or feeling anxious at times is that's okay. That tells me with the harmony, the balance that's coming back to your life with the Temperance card. It tells me that you're going to find purpose. You're going to find meaning to these things. And as far as your life as well, I feel like you're going to start to find some more meaning. Also tells me there's going to be some harmony brought back to your life. I have the Four of Pentacles, so I don't know if there's something to do with maybe money, fears, or situations. I feel like that's something that maybe is a concern for you. But I also feel like in the future that maybe there's some investments you may have done in the past are going to be good for you with the Four of Pentacles. Because I have the Queen of Wands, so it tells me to remain courageous. They want you to, you're gonna have that zest for life, that joy brought back into your life. They also want you to remain focused on the things that you want to accomplish for this year, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Because the Knight of Cups, so it tells me you're very creative. So it also tells me maybe following your heart. That's what they want you to do in 2023. Follow your heart more and get out of your head, because I feel like you're a thinker, and they're telling me that there's maybe some concerns about some money, but in your future, you should be solid, looks like, moving forward, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles tells me abundance. You're going to be very practical with it, and I feel like very generous. So it tells me things are going to pick up for you if you've been waiting for something. So hope that resonates with you, Sharon. Thank you for the super chat. David Wagner. The reason people are going through the process of becoming an American state national is too numerous to list. The end result is your freedom in claiming your minor estate. Is this process the actual road to Nasera? That's what I feel as well. That's an awesome question, David, and I want to see what Spirit has, because that's what I was driven to the other day. I actually said that out loud. So let's see what Spirit says in the cards today. Is that the road? State. Is that the road? That's there. State. First card I pulled was the Ten of Pentacles. You can't make this up, man. That's wealth. That's fulfillment. That's your lineage. So I feel like, yes, that has to do with long-term success, your family, the things that you're doing. This is exactly what this is to do with. Then I have the Page of Cups. Is when you were young. The minor estate, exactly what that is, because the Page of Cups is when you're young. You're young at that point. And it also tells me, yeah, there's going to be a happy surprise when it comes to this. The Four of Swords comes up. So it tells me some type of revaluation or renewal. So I feel like that's something that's coming, or recuperation. You're going to recoup that, is exactly what the situation is. Then I have the Ten of Swords. So it tells me because there's been some type of backstab, some type of something's coming to an end. So it tells me like backstabbed, something we were deceitful things that happened to us with the Ten of Swords. Then I had the Queen of Wands. So it's going to bring very much so joy. It's going to bring sovereignty with that Queen of Wands. Also going to be, you're going to be independent. That's what it tells me, brings independence. It also tells me that there's going to be joy brought back to your life. But you have to be determined to do this, because the Knight of Wands comes out, and that tells me with the Knight of Wands next that you have to be fearless with this situation moving forward. You're going to have to take inspired action in order for this to happen. The King of Wands, so it tells me, the big picture, overcoming obstacles, exactly right. So it tells me that there's going to be the bigger picture, and you're going to have to be your own leader. You're going to be a sovereign being when you become a national. So it tells me Queen, King, exactly what that is. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's going to take some time. You're going to have to work on it. But it tells me that this is something that you have to be diligent in this to happen. And I have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's going to take some time, some hard work. It's going to also but it also tells me that you're going to be able to conserve your minor estate. You're also it's your responsibility is what I'm getting from Spirit with the Knight of Pentacles. Then I have the Two of Pentacles. So it's absolutely. So it tells me there's going to be some things. It's priorities of how you want this to proceed. If you want to do it or not, that's people we're going to have to wait, because the King of Cups. So I feel like this is going to bring balance to people. And also that's my third royalty card in this. So it tells me sovereignty, departure, balance, renewal. Yep. So I feel like there's a lot of anxieties and things like that. So I feel that this very much has to do with the Nicera. I think that's a huge step for it. I feel like that's what it is becoming more independent and not being part of the system. So I feel like that is the minor estate based on one of my cards. The first card I pulled was the Ten of Pentacles. So it tells me fulfillment, wealth, your lineage, what's left behind. And I also feel like it's a huge way when it's taken from you. So the minor estate is exactly, I feel, is a huge process to do that. So I'm glad I'm going to be in the process very soon of starting that. So thank you for the super chat, Mr. David, and I hope that resonates with you. Could the moon shot you took really be a Merkaba inside a circle, and a bright spot in the center being an area where energy disperses outward? That's a good question. Let's find out. The picture I took of the moon with the pyramid in it, could it be where is it a Merkaba? Circle. And it was the bright spot in the center. First, please and thank you. I got no. I know I got a no. It wasn't a Merkaba because I got the Three of Swords. So, but something did come with the Six of Pentacles, so it was actually a tangible thing. But I feel like this is whatever was there was to share something. It was to share its energy, because there was maybe a conflict. Five of Swords. Something happened. Something was going on. I feel like that's what that situation was. Maybe a battle. Because I have the Page of Wands, so some type of freedom, something along that line. I feel like was something that happened because I have the Hermit card, so it tells me very old souls or some type of off world, for sure, was there, and I feel like it was there to help us. And the Ace of Cups, exactly. So I feel like they were there to help us out of love. I keep getting it was a ship, a family, and I got the Tower. So so it was something that was there, like an awakening, some type of defeat with the Page of Swords. They weren't defeated, but I feel like they defeated another one, another battle that they had, because I have the Page of Swords. So there was something I feel like it was a way of communicating to show me that darkness, the Ten of Swords. So it tells me something came to a painful ending or something was defeated. That's defeat. So it tells me when I saw that, it was to say that the dark was defeated. And that's the reason why that they showed them to me. But I didn't get it was a Merkaba. So Hope that resonated with you, King of Cups, and thank you for the super chat. I do want to ask one personal question. Will Gina and I be driving around in a new motor coach helping humanity 1 year from today? I think you already know the answer to that one, but I'll pull it for you. Will Gina and David be rolling around in a motor coach helping humanity within 1 year from today? I got the Two of Wands. So yeah, start making plans if you haven't already. Leaving home, taking travels. That's the travel plans. Two of Wands. That's exactly what that is. But I also have the Two of Swords. So I feel like maybe you're going to have to weigh some decisions, maybe some things that you're going to have to go through, obviously. And then also, I feel like the Three of Pentacles. So it's to help, it's to build something, it's teamwork. I have that very much so. Collaboration. I have the Five of Wands. So I feel like maybe there's going to be some type of not just some conflict. Not saying bad, but they're temporary. I mean, maybe that's what you're going to help people through is through conflicts. I might feel. But I have the Six of Wands, so it tells me there's going to be some recognition, victory. You're going to make a lot of progress. It also tells me traveling is in your future. The King of Wands, so yeah, big picture. It's to help people. I feel like this is your vision, is what I'm getting, and I feel like you're going to overcome challenges. Like I said, those little obstacles. The Five of Wands is temporary. I feel like with the King of Wands, you're going to just blow right through those things, and I feel like they're not going to be. And I feel like this is going to be what you're going to focus on. Just focus on this. I feel like you already have started that. Also tells me you're a leader. That's what they're telling me. And I have the Eight of Pentacles. So it tells me you have very high standards. You're going to master something. So whatever it is, you're going to be good at. You're developing it. And I feel like, and repetitive. I feel repetitive is, so I feel like you're going to, what answers your question as well with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like something repetitive. So it tells me you're going to do this over and over, but in different places because it's your passion. And I have the Temperance card. So yeah, it's to bring hope. It's to bring calm. I also feel like it's to bring divine knowledge or some type of knowledge, and you're also going to find purpose in doing this. Is what I feel. It's going to bring meaning to your life and balance. And I have Four of Pentacles, so it's going to help people financially. I feel like, and it's going to help bring security, help people conserve things. That's what I feel like it's going to do. And the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, you're going to be a knight. So it tells me it's going to be hard work for you guys, but you're going to be very productive, and it's going to be a routine. I feel like it's something you're going to be very efficient at it. And I have the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, it's going to be the fruits of your labor are going to come to fruition. You're going to help many people become financially independent. And I feel like you're also going to help people be very self-sufficient. And you're going to, and it's, I feel like with the holding up my deck is the Hanged Man. So it tells me this is an awakening for you guys. This is your purpose. And this is like a way of you guys kind of helping. That's your evolution. I feel like, so you will be doing this very strongly, I feel, within the year. So thank you for the super chat, David, and I hope that resonated with you. All right. My wife passed in 2016, and I have been sensing her around and smelling her cigarette smoke lately. Does she have a message for me? Let's find out. All right. So I have the Four of Pentacles. So the first card I pull, so it tells me that you're holding on to something. I don't know what it is, but there's something you're holding on to. And I feel like this is something that she's wanted me to address with you. Is the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, this is regarding her because I have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, I feel like there's something that you're holding on to something that's bothering you, something that you've been holding on to. That's what she said, that it's regarding that. But I have the Queen of Wands, so she's telling me that she wants you to find the zest for life, find that joy again. That's what she's telling me. That's the courage. Be confident in yourself again. I have the Two of Cups. So she tells me that there's love. She tells me that she's still around you. She still helps you. She also tells me that there's still a connection with you. Even if you don't, even if she's not with you in the physical flesh, she said there's still a connection. There's unified love there with the Two of Cups. And I have the Five of Wands. So there's something going on. There's some obstacles that you've been going through, maybe some conflicts, some disagreements, whatever it is. I feel like some tensions and something going on. She's telling me that you're kind of been going through. Because I have the Six of Wands. So whatever the situation is, I feel like she wants you to gain your self confidence again. That's what she's telling me. But you're going to make progress in these obstacles. She said you're going to just run right over them. You're going to make progress with the Six of Wands, and you're going to be very victorious. I have the King of Wands after that. So once again, you're always very good at overcoming challenges. Also tells me that she's telling me that she wants you to see the big picture. You're a visionary. She said you're seeing the big picture now. You're starting to see. You're going to start to maybe even get visions if you haven't already. She tells me the King of Cups. So she wants you to bring balance. You're a supportive leader. So she's telling me you're also very empathic. So she's telling me your energies are connecting with the King of Cups. So she tells me, yes, you feel that's why. And I feel like this is she comes to you also, I feel, because it's to help bring you balance. I feel like energetically when you're feeling a little off is what I'm kind of getting. Because I have the moon. So I feel like maybe there's some fears, maybe at time, maybe a little bit of anxieties about some things going on. Subconscious stuff is what I'm kind of getting. Maybe some stuff, once again, you're holding on to. She's telling me you need to let that go. She also tells me that there's your intuition is growing. So she's also telling me maybe in dreams. I don't know if you remember your dreams. I feel like as you move forward, you will. And she says she's going to come to you in your dreams because I have the Nine of Pentacles. So after that, so she's going to come to you in her dreams. She tells me like you're gonna have financial independence. Release those things. You're also going to be the fruits of your labor, things you've been working on. You're growing. So she's telling me that you're going to be the rewards are coming for you with the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So you may be going somewhere, making some plans. You said you're making great plans. So I don't know if you're planning a trip, but she's telling me you're going to be going on a trip. I feel, and leaving. You're going to discover some things. I feel, and you're going to make some decisions on that. Because I have Two of Swords. So I feel like maybe there's some things that maybe you're avoiding. I don't know what that is. She's telling me with the Two of Swords, there's something I feel you're holding on to that you keep putting off or something along that line. She's telling me that it'll work out if you just kind of let these things go. Because I have the Four of Wands. So celebration, homecoming, beautiful, joy, love. So she's telling me and harmony. That's what she's telling me. There's going to be harmony. The Eight of Pentacles is holding up my deck for the reading. So it tells me you're working on yourself. Keep working on yourself. She's telling me you're going to gain new skills. So you're going to start to open abilities. I feel once you release these fears and these things that you've been holding on to. And I feel like she's telling me you're going to grow and you're going to start to have dreams and intuitive messages. I feel because you're starting to pick up energies now. You felt her. So she's telling me this is going to grow because you've been working on yourself. So thank you, Dennis, for the super chat. And I hope that resonated with you. Hi, Jason. Will my silver stacking be fruitful? I am starting to lose hope. No, don't lose hope. It's coming. It's a Sid 24. She wants to know, is her stack of silver that she's invested in, will it be fruitful moving forward? The Chariot. So yeah, you're going to see movement. Okay, it's coming. It's going to go in a new direction, not from what it is. So it's telling me they want your willpower. It's trying to test your willpower. That's what this is telling me with the Chariot. I have the Justice card. It's going to be balanced for you. It's going to tell me it's a win-win for you. Okay. So it's telling me there's going to be clarity moving forward with this situation, and balance and fairness and justice is coming. I have the Queen of Cups. So it tells me there's going to be remain calm. That's what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you were intuitively led to do this as well. So I feel like you felt this was the right thing to do. So it's telling me there's going to be some type of healing is going on. And there's going to be emotional stability for you. So when it comes to this, then I have the Sun card. So remain positive, joy, success, all is well. A rebirth is coming. That's what it's telling me. A rebirth is coming, Cecilia. And the Page of Pentacles, beautiful manifestation, financial opportunity. It's a good investment. It tells me that's the desire. It's going to take some development. It's going to develop into something good. And I feel like that's what we're, and the Queen of Pentacles. So it holds up my deck. So it tells me very practical. You're going to be able to use those resources very, very well. And it's a good investment for you is what I got, Cecilia. So keep the faith. And I feel like things are going to turn out very well for you. And thank you for the super chat. And I hope that resonated with you. Who is behind the ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot technologies, and what are their future and other technologies similar to these? Okay. I don't even know what these are. Who is behind? Are you asking me? I'm guessing if it's white or dark. I'm guessing white hat, dark cat. Okay. That's what I'm guessing. Can you tell me, is the light or the dark in charge of ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot technologies? Future look like? Technologies and things. Please and thank you. Queen of Wands. So they're determined. But I have the Moon card, so it tells me maybe there's something maybe that's not as it appears. But I have the Queen of Pentacles after that. So maybe there's some fears, maybe there's something going on, maybe there's some mystery around this company. That's what I'm maybe getting. Maybe something's going to start to come to light with these people. I don't know who these are because I have the Queen of Pentacles, so it tells me it's practical. Whatever these things are, they're very practical, and it tells me we're going to be able to use them. I have the Two of Pentacles after that, so I have serious pentacles. So right now it tells me these are tangible things, but it also tells me maybe some decisions, and they're very adaptable. So I don't know what these technologies do, but I feel like they're very adaptable, and I feel like maybe they do multiple things with Copilot technology. It looks like they're going to branch off and do multiple things. I have the Six of Swords, so it tells me there's some type of transition. I don't know what that is, or moving on, or I feel like whatever this stuff, maybe it moves things. I don't know what this stuff does. I feel like it's moving on. It helps move things along with the Six of or transition, some type of transitional point. I feel like maybe leaving the old. I don't know what this means. Leaving the old, maybe technologies or something behind is what they're telling me. Moving on from the old, because I have the Three of Wands. So this is something to tell me that they're making progress. This is something that's been prepared. And I feel like this is something enterprise expansion. So these things are just going to expand. And I feel like financially, this is going to come out for them. I feel like there's going to be some, and I don't know if this came from overseas or not, because I see maybe some overseas action regarding this as well. If they're not already overseas, I feel that they will be. Because I have the Four of Cups. So it tells me this has been there's been a lot of contemplation. There's been a lot of things they've contemplated, because I feel like disconnected. So I don't know if this has anything to do with connecting or disconnecting or I don't know what that is with the Four of Cups. So I feel like this is something that's been contemplated multiple times. I have the Star card. So I feel like there's some type of purpose to this with this technology. And I also feel like it's good. It's as far as good omen is what I'm getting with the Star card. Rejuvenation, that's what I'm kind of getting. Good fortune, the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is something that's going to help. It's going to bring fulfillment, alignment of things, whatever this technology, these things do. I feel like there's going to be some good support also with this situation. I have the Two of Swords, so it tells something that's been held on to for some time. I feel like is maybe the reason why we haven't seen maybe some of this before. But I feel like things are going to move forward. So I feel like maybe with the moon card earlier, as I mentioned, maybe some things are just getting brought to light with this technology. So I don't know what it is, DHB Junior, and I hope that resonate with you. And thank you for the super chat. Did I have a past life in India, Tibet area? If so, could you tell me anything about that life? Thank you. Let's find out. Do you ever have a past life in Tibet, India? If so, could you tell me about that life? Please, thank you. Yes, you did. So I feel like you were young. You were young in this, like a child in this lifetime. So it tells me that you were a hard worker. So I feel like this was a young, maybe when you were younger, like a younger lifetime. I feel like this is something you were young though, and I feel like you did work. You were very young. Maybe a gardener or something along the line. You did something along that line. I feel with the Seven of Pentacles because I also have the Empress. So it tells me it was part of you. Yeah, definitely you developed. You had some good fortune in this situation. I feel like with the Empress card, you were. I once again that comes back to nature, and I feel like maybe a gardener, something along that line when it came to plants or medicines or something. But then I have the Five of Cups, so it tells me maybe there was some loss, maybe there was some grief at times, some disappointments in this situation. I have the Judgment card, so it tells me maybe that whatever this loss was, I feel like this was you've been rebirthed, and I feel like this was something that was a calling of yours. It was a new phase. I feel like it was to complete some things, and then you moved on. And I feel like this was something that you did learn because I have the Nine of Cups. So yes, so I feel like this was something that, once again, wish come true, fulfillment. I feel like very content. You're very satisfied. So I feel like you're able to complete the things that you needed to in that lifetime. Is what I feel because I feel like this was something that you were able to complete very much so. And I feel like this was the Eight of Pentacles. So that tells me like this was working on mastering yourself, mastering skills. So maybe you learned some skills that you've carried over in that lifetime into these others is what I kind of feel. So hope that resonated with you, Lisa, and thank you for the super chat. Is there or was there a hidden file called repository 1-CT-TXT or an equivalent to it as described by Scott Meyer? If so, who created it and what is its status today? Is there, that's the first thing I'm going to ask. Is there or was there a file, hidden file called repository 1-CT-TXT or its equivalent as described by Scott Meyer? When was it created by good or dark? And what's the status today? So I did get yes. I got a soft yes with the Page of Wands. So it tells me yeah something in there. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what this does. I see exploration or limitless potential, something along that line. Freedom. I don't know if this has anything to do with freedom or what the situation is, but I feel like this is something that or discovery. Maybe there's some things that people are discovering or will discover with that Page of Wands with the that I have the Seven of Pentacles. So once again, that's long-term sustainable results. So I feel like this is something that was done that's for later future success is what I'm getting because I have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, it tells me once again this is something that was developed for sure. And I feel like this was took a lot of skill to develop this situation. And I have the Page of Cups after that. So yeah, there's messages in there or something in there that tells me that there's some there's a lot of possibilities with these messages or whatever this code is. I have the King of Wands, so it tells me, yeah, an entrepreneur made it. Somebody with a big picture type of mentality, like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles, that's long-term success. And it was a leader, some type of leader, some type of who is very good at what they do. I feel like I'm a visionary person put this into the mix. And I have the Ten of Swords. So I don't know if it's to backstab or what the situation is, or if it was to cause failure, collapse. See, my light got brighter. So I feel like it was to backstab somebody or whatever the situation is about. Because I have the Three of Swords, because there's a lot of things that are going to cause a lot of loss, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of grief and emotional suffering. So I don't even know what the situation is. But the Chariot tells me it's absolutely, it's to depart the old, and also tells me it's to make progress. And I feel like it's to move things along. Somebody was very determined to do this. I have the Justice card. So whatever's on this, it has to do with law. It has to do with people coming to justice. The situation, I don't even know what this is talking about, but I feel like it would bring a lot of clarity to a lot of things. So I don't see anything dark in here. And this situation it was a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of extra responsibility with this situation. And I feel like it's going to bring a painful ending, a completion to whatever. There's a lot of burden, and it's going to bring an ending, a completion to the dark, because I have the Devil card. So there's a lot of dark on there. I don't know what that situation's about, but I feel, and there's going to be a lot of things that's going to bring some reveal. Yeah. So this tells me the Four of Swords, it's been hidden. So it tells me that's with exactly there's a purpose to it. There's a lot of bad information on the Five of Pentacles holding up my deck. So there's going to be a lot of loss. Also tells me there's a lot of things that are going to be not good for people being harmed, and things like that, and also financial loss and things. So I feel like there's a grab bag of things in there. So I don't know what the situation is, but that's kind of what I get, DHP Jr. And I hope that resonates. And thank you for the super chat. Right. Dinner for the next 3 months. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we have. Can you tell me what her next 3 months per our calendar that we know of here? As we know. What's her next 3 months? Please, thank you. Well, I got the Three of Swords. So something from it tells me next 3 months, maybe there's going to be some grief, some hurt. I don't know what the situation is, some sorrow, something you're going to work through, because I have the Chariot. So you're going to work through it. Tells me maybe, I don't know if you're going to be moving on, or you're going to make progress in your situation, is what they're telling me. You're going to take some action in the next 3 months. So if it tells me you have a good willpower. So this heartbreak, this heartache, you have good willpower, and you're going to depart from that. You're very courageous, is what they're telling me. Because I have the Justice card. So it tells me you're going to have clarity. There's truth's going to come out for you. It also tells me that if there's been something, imbalance is coming. It also tells me if there's something you've been waiting on, maybe, I don't know, if there's something legally or something coming on. I feel like that's going to come to fruition for you. But I also feel when it comes to this, justice is coming, fairness is coming for you. I have the 10 of Wands. So it tells me that maybe there's some things that you have a lot on your plate. Maybe some burdens that you have that they're telling me. But things are going to come to completion for you with the 10 of Wands. I have the Devil card. So I don't know if there's something going on. Maybe they're telling me like, I don't know if you're in a toxic relationship or something along that line, or something that your shadow self. They're telling me there's some shadow work you need to work on. I feel like this is something that they're telling me, because I have the Four of Swords. So yeah, you have to release some of these things, this shadow self that you have of yours, that I feel, because I feel like they want you to meditate. They want you to kind of recuperate, because I feel like there's been some things from all your hard work and the burdens you have at the 10 of Wands. Because I have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like it's also for, you're going to have maybe a new opportunity. Maybe financially something is coming to you, you've been manifesting. I feel like you're developing. So it tells me you're developing maybe more about yourself and the skills that you have. And I also feel possibly maybe with your children, because I have the page of swords holding up my deck, as well as the page of pentacles I just pulled. So it tells me maybe that there's going to be a lot of new things you're going to start to think, and you're going to be very creative in these things, that how they come to you. So I feel like you're going to have new ideas, and you're going to be sparked with curiosity and some of these things. So I feel like that's going to kind of pull you into the next 3 months. But it tells me you have some things you got to let go of, because I see some energy around you that either you need to let go of for yourself, or someone around you that you need to cut ties with. So thank you, Moniqueness. Oh, you change it intuitively, Moniqueness. Nice. Thank you for the super chat, and hopefully that resonated with you. In the ancient Aramaic language, the original language the Bible was written in, does the word wind mean Holy Spirit? Wind is in the breath of life. Does the word wind mean Holy Spirit? Life from the original Aramaic language of the Bible. Peace and thank you. I got the King of Swords, so there's truth to it. And the King of Wands, so yes. So it's referring to the breath of life from God. Absolutely. And the King. So I got the King of. You can't make this up, man. I'm telling you. I got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and then the King of Pentacles. So yes, I feel it's the element. Yes, the breath of life. Okay, and swords, first of all, are air. So you asked me the breath of life. The first card I pulled was the King of Swords, then the King of Wands. So then the King of Pentacles. So earth, tangible, air. I mean, literally, the only thing I'm missing it would be the King of Cups. Then I have the Strength card. So yes, very much so. Yes, very much so. So I feel like this is something in the Three of Cups holding up my deck. So celebration of life. So I feel like it is the Holy Spirit, what they refer to there. And when they talk about the breath of life, it's from God, the divine breath of life from God, because the King, and Strength card. So very much so. And it was to celebrate. It was to celebrate the breath of life from God. So thank you for the super chat, DHP Jr. Awesome question, and I hope that resonated with you. What is the dark that has been attacking me since Christmas Eve? What is the name of the light that saved me? All right, let's find out. Let's first ask the first one. What is the dark? Who or what is the dark energy or entity that has been attacking Wendy, Wendy, since Christmas Eve? Attacking you in your sleep. That's what I get. I don't know if there's nightmares or something along that line, because I got the Nine of Swords. So it tells me nightmares attack when you're sleeping. Then I have the Moon card. So yeah, it tells me when you're dreaming exactly when this is happening. But I have the Judgment card. So it tells me this, like, reckoning is happening, redemption. So I don't see, so far I haven't seen anything dark. It's a conflict. So there is, okay, so what I'm getting here is there's some conflict going on. So I feel like there is conflict going on right now, because I have the Five of Swords. That's what a conflict card for me. But I have the Empress card. It's involving you. You're gonna be okay. It tells me you've been okay, because I have the Judgment card. So it tells me when you awake, you get jolted awake or something like that is what I feel. There's like an awake, like ugh. So I kind of get that's your situation, and I also feel like this is something that's been going on for some time, because it keeps evolving. There's conflict. And I have the Three of Wands. So it tells me that there's some type of this has been making progress, or progressing is what they're telling me. I have the Page of Swords. So restless energy. I feel like this is a restless energy. And I feel like this is something that you found. I have the Three of Swords, and this has been causing you a lot of hurts. I feel like anxieties. I feel like this is something that's been kind of going on. I have the Chariot. So what it's telling me is this has been progressing for sure. And I feel like this is something that's going to depart though with the Chariot. It's going to change. I have the Justice card, so it tells me it's going to come to balance for you. And I feel like there's something that's going to come. Like I said, it's going to come to a win-win for you right now because this is something that they're telling me that they're it's been a battle. So it tells me you've been watched over, and they're battling is during your sleep. So you're in there battling is what I'm getting. So I feel like this is you're kind of feeling that, and I'm gonna pull some for my angel deck and see what I get for the second part of your question, which is what is the name of the light that saved me? What is the name? Saved Wendy. Yay. Okay. So there is, yeah, it was so I got the three of fire. So it tells me that things look good. Things are making progress, or things you're making progress in the situation. Because I got the seven of fire. So it tells me that you're standing your ground. That's what they're telling me. These battles that you've been able to stand your ground. The light that's helped you though, I have the Emperor card, which is Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is the one that's really been he stepped in to help you when you've had your battles. Yeah, I have the King of Earth. So it tells me success. So you're going to have success moving forward as well. That's what it's telling me. So be confident. That's what they're telling me with the situation. You've stood your ground, and that's what they're telling me. You are gonna make some progress. And I got the life experience for you. So significant. This is significant life change for you. I also feel like there's been some powerful revelations for you, is what I'm getting with that. So it tells me these revelations are gonna lead to change for you, and I feel like this is something that it's gonna help you expand, believe it or not. And unity, I have the unity card, so that's Archangel Sandalphon. So it tells me that this is something spiritual battle that you're winning. You're definitely winning. So it's telling me that this is something that you're growing with, and you're going to continue to succeed with, because you're the Queen of Fire holding up the deck. So it tells me to stay confident. You're very skillful in these battles, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And you are a leader, and you're protected once again. So these things should start to slow down for you if they haven't already. And just tell this thing, not in a combative way. Just tell it you don't belong here. It's time for you to go. Because when we feel like we need to combat something with darkness or anger, that just gives it more strength. So if you just not be afraid, that's the worst thing you can do, is not be afraid. And then from there, you just move it along, send it away, send it away. Send it away with light. Say you don't belong here. Move on. Send you into the light. So hope that helped, Wendy Day, and thank you for the super chat. Hope that resonated with you. So I got to read my. All right, Damien. I'll if you're in here, I'll get you hooked up. Okay. Joe sent me a text. That's the only time I get it. So, all right. Let's see what we get here. My mom is currently in a situation. I am using the love energy to protect her. Am I wrong for also adding all bad energies of any form bounce off of her and return back to its senders? So am I wrong for also adding? So I have the 5 of Swords. So there's conflict going on. That's what I'm getting. So also that's a no card for me. Then I have the 3 of Wands after that. So it tells me expansion, making progress. So I feel like this is something that maybe you're prepared for these things. That's what it prepares for the situation. I had the Page of Swords. So it tells me, yeah, absolutely. So it comes like when I feel like protection, but I also feel like maybe from words or something along that line is maybe what this situation with the Page of Swords, those are like words and thoughts. So I don't know maybe it's someone's intention or the words that they speak. So I feel like this is a way that you're able to help with that to help make progress in this situation. Because I have the 10 of Swords, so it tells me painful endings. There's some deep wounds there. I also feel like maybe some betrayal. That's what I kind of get. But I also 10 of Swords tells me that there's gonna be defeat. But I also have the Star card, so tell me that's remain as your faith, a good omen. So things are gonna be rejuvenation is coming. To remain hopeful, stay calm. Also tells me that the star of the show, so you're being highlighted, so you're being protected with the divine light with the Star card and the 3 of Cups, so celebration. So yeah, I feel like this is something that is it's good. I feel like this is friendships or something along that line, or whoever it is that she's involved with. I feel like this is going to work out for the better for what you're doing is to help protect. And I have the 8 of Wands, so I feel like maybe things are going to start to pick up speed for you guys a little bit more as far as like progressing this situation along. So I feel like that's where you're kind of going, and I feel like the 8 of Wands also tells me maybe from words that are being sent, the energies that are being sent, and what you're sending back. So I feel like that's transferred very rapidly, but I feel like you are doing a good job protecting her. So hope that resonated with you, DHP Junior, and thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jason. Can you do a general reading on my daughter Isabella? Thank you. Well, the first card I got is the Lover's card. So it tells me that there's I don't know if she's maybe a line or maybe she's I don't know if she's how young she is, but I feel like maybe there's definitely love and harmony in her life, either with you or she's very good. Maybe if she's in a relationship, I don't know how old she is yet. I feel like maybe if not, then there's definitely some harmony in her life when it comes to love. Because I have the Ace of Wands, so I don't know if she's going to start a new project or she's very creative. Like I said, without I feel like this is something that as she's growing, there's going to be a bunch of new opportunities for her as she moves forward. A lot of potential because I have the World card, so it tells me that she's very good at accomplishing things. I also feel like there's going to be some attainment. She's very good at attaining things, fulfilling. I feel like maybe there's going to be some travel in her life moving forward because I have the Emperor card, so it tells me like there's I don't know if she's how old she's, but I feel so far what I'm seeing is that she's older. So I feel like maybe she's got a good relationship right now, and I feel like there's harmony in her relationship. I also feel the Emperor card, so she's very I don't know if she's a leader in some type of field or whatever the situation is, but I feel like she's or people come to her for advice because I feel like she's very stable, but I also feel like she's focused. She's very disciplined. She's able to maintain control. She's very practical. Because I have the 2 of Cups. Once again, that's love. So I feel like there's a lot of love around her, a lot of balance. There's good energies around her. I don't know if maybe there's a proposal. If she's not, maybe someone's going to propose to her. Like I said, I don't know how old. I don't see any young cards yet. So it tells me possibly there's going to be a proposal coming in her future. I have the Knight of Cups, so it tells me maybe a knight in shining armor. There's going to be a proposal coming. I feel once again. She also follows her heart. So to follow her heart, and I feel like there's something that she's very creative. Once again, the Sun card, so very positive. That tells me there's going to be happiness, vitality, joy. Also tells me celebration for her. All is well. But I have the Five of Cups, so I feel like maybe there's some pessimism at times, maybe, or maybe some grief, maybe some disappointments. Looking at the cup sometimes half full, that type of deal, compared to half empty. That's what I'm kind of getting with that. But I have the Chariot, so it tells me there's going to be some moving on, transition. Like I don't know if she's going to take a trip. I feel maybe in moving forward. It also tells me that things are making progress. She's going to make progress in her life. It tells me she's got strong willpower as well with that. And I have the King of Cups. So yeah, balance. Once again, I don't know if she's a leader or what the situation is, but I feel people would come to her to help bring balance and emotional support. But there's some conflicts with the Five of Wands holding up my deck for this situation. So I don't know if she's got some obstacles she's been going through or some type of temporary little obstacles. I feel like just in general, she's going to overcome them pretty easily. So I feel like maybe there's been some obstacles, some roadblocks and things, or some conflict a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit of strife here and there, but I feel like she's going to breeze right through that situation. So hope that resonated with you, Muse, and thank you for the super chat. Our neighbors recently lost their dog Riggs. Can you please pull cards in an effort to help us find him? Yep. Wagner. Dog. His neighbor's dog named Riggs. Neighbor's dog named Riggs. Can you tell me about Riggs? Was he alive? Is he around? Decent. Well, he's safe. Riggs, I have the Temperance card. So I feel like he's out trying to find something. I don't know what it is. He's out. I have the Knight of Pentacles, so he's out. And once again, he's out and he's doing. It's a routine of his. They tell me this is something that happens routinely. I have the Six of Pentacles, so once again, I don't know if it's something like somebody gives him something, somebody's sharing something with him. So I don't know if it's a neighbor or what the situation is. He gets something from it wherever he goes with the Six of Pentacles. I have the Four of Cups. So it tells me he contemplates it. So he's always he wants to do it all the time. I don't know what the situation is, but he wants to go. So I have the Knight of Cups. So it tells me like somebody he follows his gut, his heart, whatever. So he goes to wherever this situation is because I feel like he gets something. Somebody gives him something every time he goes to this situation. I have the Emperor card. So he's okay. So I feel like I don't know if there's a male figure or somebody around or something like that. I feel like your neighbor, I feel like, or somebody's around that I feel like gives him treats or something, or gives him food, or everything is good though. I see he's being okay. Yeah, Six of Swords. So I feel like he's going to come back very soon with the Six of Swords. So he's just travels. He's just traveling along, and the Fool because he likes to take his journeys. That's what he's telling me. So yeah. So I have the Eight of Cups too. So it's a journey. So he's coming, he'll come back. And I have the King of Swords, which is your card, holding up the deck. So I feel like there's going to be some truth and some clarity in the situation for your neighbors. So I feel like there's nothing to worry about. I feel like it's a routine of his. Pretty regularly, I feel like he does this. So somebody gives him something, so that's why he does this. He does it pretty frequently, is what I'm getting. So hope that resonates with you, David, and thank you for the super chat. Patty, would you please give me a general reading for the next 6 months for my daughter, Nicole? Sure. Let's see for Patty's daughter, Nicole. Tell me about Patty's daughters. What can you give me for her next 6 months as we know it in our time? Please and thank you. So she's a thinker. I got the King of Swords, so tells me like she's gonna have some mental clarity in some things. I don't know if she's very disciplined also, but I also feel like with the King of Swords is maybe she's a leader in something. I don't know if she does that because I feel like there's a lot of hard work that she does. Because I have the Ten of Wands, so it tells me there's a lot of extra responsibility. She's a hard worker. I also feel like, but things are going to come to completion for her with the Ten of Wands. I have the Nine of Wands also. So it tells me that these are tests of strength, but she's very persistent in these situations. So I also feel like she's gearing up for something. She's very courageous, as they're telling me. She has some tests of faith, and I have the Seven of Wands. So she has some challenges. She overcomes them. Also, tell me she perseveres. So she tell me that it's her maintaining control of things. So she's very good at that. And I have the Ace of Cups. So I don't know if there's going to be harmony brought back to her life, new love. I feel like if she's in a relationship, there's going to be some renewal in that situation. If she's not, I feel maybe someone's going to come to her life possibly. That's going to bring some beautiful love to her situation. I have the Six of Cups after that. So it tells me like find that joy, find the good, the nostalgia in your life, the good times, and then what you do is focus that energy, that joy, and you can project that energy into your future by reminiscing. I have the Queen of Pentacles, so I don't know if she's a parent or she's a hard worker. I feel like maybe she provides. She can be very good. She's very practical. I feel like providing for financially. She's also very practical and very nurturing with the Queen of Pentacles. And then I have the Nine of Cups. So it tells me she's going to be very content. Her wish will come true. It also tells me there's going to be some type of stability when it comes to things moving forward. And I have Celebration, Four of Wands holding in my deck. So I don't know if there's going to be maybe a get together, a homecoming, possibly a marriage or a proposal if she's not in a relation if she's not married now. I feel like there's going to be some celebration, maybe some homecoming. Something's going to be beautiful. I feel like it's going to bring for her next 6 months. I feel like it's going to look pretty good for her. So tell her to release these things. I know she's a hard worker. It looks like just tell her to take a breath. That's what she needs to do, and things are going to move forward for her pretty well. So hope that resonated with you, Patty and Nicole, and thank you for the super chat. Taking greediness and manipulation off the table. Is poverty a disease? Taking greediness and manipulation off the table. Is poverty a disease? Question. So I got the Lover's card. So it tells me that there's some type of connection when it comes to this. Because I have the Six of Pentacles, so that's wealth, that's sharing, that's distributing, giving and receiving of wealth. So I have the Chariot card. So yeah, it tells me progress, departure, new. I feel like direction change, and I feel like this is something that also is regarding this because I have Five of Cups. So it tells me loss, regret, maybe fear. That means, like I said, the glass half full compared to half empty thing. Disappointments I feel because I have the King of Cups, so it could be some absolutely. I feel like balance, control, maybe somebody able to control what's going on, maybe their emotions when it comes to the money. I feel like that has something to do with it when it comes to the emotional part of this situation. When it comes to when you ask if it's a disease, because I have the Page of Pentacles, that's financial issues, yeah, or manifesting things and your ambition and what you develop moving forward, your desires. I feel is also something to do with this situation and the skills you have. I have the Queen of Cups, so yeah, intuitively, I feel like it has something to do with it as well. I feel like it's comfort. So yeah, I feel like there's something to do when it comes to this. I feel like stability, emotional stability. I feel like it's all plays to do with this when it comes to the poverty disease. It comes to emotional stability, and then I have the Devil card. So that tells me attachment, addictions to things like not having enough. It also tells me like destructive behaviors, possibly when it comes to poverty as a disease, materialism. I got that right now. Materialism. That's a big thing. That tells me that that's exactly that devil card comes into play. It can become a disease because it depends on your intention. Because I have the Ten of Swords, so yeah, painful endings, betrayal, collapse, defeat is what I kind of feel. And I have the Seven of Swords, so yeah. So it tells me absolutely being strategic in what you do with this situation was what it's telling me. And then the Hierophant, so yeah, conforming to things. That's what it tells me, like rules and their kind of guidelines and things like that. Society and guidelines. I feel like that has something to do with it because the King of Pentacles holding up my deck. So it's definitely to do with investments. And I feel like it has to do with money for sure. I feel like it has to do with mental stability, a lot to do with it. And your intention is a big part of it, I feel. So I feel like there is something to, I don't know if you'd call it a disease, but I feel like there is something tied to that. So I hope that resonated with DHP Jr. And thank you for the super chat. Are there really more than 14 generations in our DNA? Doesn't our DNA really hold as many incarnations as we have had? Good question. Are there really more than 14 generations in our DNA? Let's find out. Justice card. So there are more than 14 generations. And the Temperance card. So, yep. And the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something that's been routine. So it's long term. Yeah. Conservation. And it has to do with your family life with the Four of Wands. Homecoming. So, yeah. So there are more than 14 generations in our DNA, for sure. And let me see the second part of this. Doesn't our DNA really hold as many incarnations as we have had? Doesn't our DNA hold as many reincarnations as we have? Please and thank you. I feel it does. I feel we have. I mean, some of it. I don't feel like it's all of the. I feel that the DNA is part, not all the strands of DNA. I feel like you take things from each reincarnation is what I get because I do have the Three of Swords of the first, so it tells me heartbreak, a loss. So I feel like maybe some things that have been from this, the loss of life and the loss of life. I have the Ten of Pentacles next, so it tells me fulfillment. Also tells me this is something long term, success to help build more long term success. Also tells me your lineage. The Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. Also tells me that there's some things that's I feel like options. I feel like there's options that you take with you. That's what I'm getting. Options with the Two of Swords. So I feel like you pull and choose what things you bring because I have the Lover's card. So it tells me I feel like the things that you bring, it's to help bring you more into alignment. So I feel like the things that you learn, the things that are good, you bring with you. So I feel because the Six of Pentacles brings balance. So it's a gift that you receive. And I feel like there's energy sharing. So I feel like these things kind of connect to bring more of the balance is what I get. So I feel you choose this when you with the Lover's card. Maybe when you're reviewing your life with God, I feel like there's a choice. You have choices of things that you want to reincarnate with. Because I have the Emperor card, so exactly right. So it tells me when you're meeting with God, when God says, "This is what your life has been. These are the things. This is what we," and you have a choice to come down with these DNA strands, and the Moon card. So yep, so I feel like these are things that are to help illuminate and bring things to light. And I have the Ten of Cups as my holding up my deck. So that's fulfillment. That's divine love. So this is from your lineage as well as the generations. And I also feel like you pull and choose the things that you want to bring with you when you back incarnate after you met with God. So I hope that resonated with you, Dennis, and thank you for the super chat. Marilyn Monroe have the invisibility ability she could use on command when out in public. Also, I have knowingly or unknowingly used that ability before. Or have you? Okay. So did Marilyn Monroe have the invisibility ability and she could use on command when out in public? Let's find out. I got the Six of Swords, so yep, that means move on, transition. So it transitions, change. So she was able to change. And the Queen of Pentacles, something very practical. So she was able to put it into practice. And the Nine of Cups, your wish is my command. That's what I get. I have the Nine of Swords, though. So it tells me that there's because of maybe for trauma or fear, out of fear, I feel like she would do that, as what I kind of get in worries. Because I have the Three of Wands. So it tells me it's something that she had to plan. She had to plan when she was going out. I feel like this was something that she did also to help her progress in her journey. Because I have the Ten of Wands. So there's a lot of hard work, a lot of responsibility that went on with her. I feel like there was some burdens for her. Because I have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, gearing up for something, tests of faith, and she had to have courage to do this. So I feel like that's what she was doing. Because I have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, it's for protection. That's why she did it. And then the Justice card. So yeah, it was something she did have. It was to bring justice for her. So she didn't have to. It was something to kind of help bring balance for her life when she was able to use it. So, and I feel like it was to hide from the dark because of the Hierophant, or from agencies as well. I feel like maybe they were hunting her or something along that line, because I have the Hierophant is institutions and agencies. So let me ask that second part for you now. Has DHP Jr. ever used the cloaking ability, knowingly or unknowingly used the ability before? I get an Eight of Wands, so yes, you have. I feel like you've done it more than once. Then I have the Ten of Cups, so yeah, you have. And the Sun card, so yeah, that's an ability you have. It's something you're holding on to that you're going to develop more with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So celebration. So yeah, yep. So I feel like this is something you've had. It's decisions you make quickly, or I feel like this is something that happens. You manifest quickly. You're going to start to be able to do that. I feel like moving forward. So you have done that. You have done that in the past, because I see everything is strong. Yes, yes, yes. So you have unknowingly. I feel like when there's conflicts or something along that line, I feel like that's when you've used it before, without even knowing it. I feel like that's something that you're gonna develop even more, DHP Junior, as you go through this. So I feel like you've already kind of known the answer to this, but I feel very strongly that yes, you have used it before, unknowingly actually. So I feel like there's not much difference between knowing and unknowingly, because your subconscious knows to use it. The conscious mind may not know what to use it, but your subconscious does, and your higher self does. So it's all kind of tied together. So hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. Jules, can you tell me if my ex-husband and his wife will stay out of my grandson, whom we have adopted, and me and my husband's lives soon? Okay. Well, Jules' ex-husband and his wife stay out of her and her grandson's and husband's life moving forward soon. I get no, not soon, because I have the Five of Pentacles. So there's some loss, there's insecurities, there's something going on there. There's worry on as far as that side goes. because I have the Four of Cups also that. So there's been a lot of contemplation, a lot of revaluation. There's something going on, I feel like, between the energies, because I have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is something that's I feel like maybe there's going to be a proposal moving forward about maybe how to change things, maybe. I feel like also I feel like there's going to be this person that feels like they're following their heart. Because I have the Knight of Wands, so he's very passionate about this situation. There's going to be some inspired action, fearless. I also feel almost impulsiveness sometimes too with this energy, because I have the Seven of Wands for you. So challenges, but you're very well protected, and also you're able to maintain control. Okay, and you're going to persevere. I have the Seven of Pentacles, so this is going to go on for a little bit. What it's telling me. But it also tells me that everything's gonna be okay. Delayed success. Okay, so the seeds have been well planted. I have the Judgment card, so there's gonna be an awakening. There's gonna be a rebirth to the situation. There's got to be some forgiveness that needs to happen. That's what it's telling me. And also, they're telling me that the Judgment card is have some mercy. I don't know what the situation is, but they're telling me there's got to be some forgiveness, some mercy. Something's got to happen. But there's going to be some things are going to come to fruition. I feel there's going to be a rebirth in some situation. Okay, a new phase, and then the Empress card. So it tells me things are going to work out in your favor. Tells me you're very good parenting. You're very nurturing. Also tells me that there's going to be some growth and evolution in this situation. And it tells me you're okay. Okay, so just tell me. And then I have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, you're building a foundation. There's going to be some teamwork moving forward in the future, but things are just going to take some time. Okay, it tells me that there's going to be some type of proposal brought to you, either to you or you to them. That's going to be to help the situation out. But I feel like, and then the King of the Knight of Swords tells me there's going to be some action that's going to be taking place that I feel like is going to move you guys into a better agreement moving forward. I feel. So I hope that resonate with you, Jules, and thank you for the super chat. I gave my mom a diamond years ago, and she lost it. Is it long gone or somewhere that we might find it again? Ooh, that's a good one. A diamond years ago. Is it gone? Is it lost and gone? Or is it somewhere where she might find it again? He's a bank. I see the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, something that was in the past for sure. And she's been I think she's been searching for this for some time, is what I'm getting. Because I have the Hangman. So it tells me like looking for things. It tells me constantly, like, also tells me to let go. She probably needs to let go of this situation, because I feel like this thing has been gone. I feel like this has been sent away with the Three of Wands. I feel like maybe some type of, I feel like expansion of some person's financials. And I feel like maybe the diamond is somewhere overseas, because I have I have the Seven of Cups as well. And the Seven of Cups tells me that there's a lot of choice. There was a choice that, there's some wishful thinking on your part, or a lot of searching is what I feel. And I feel like very persistent, very persistent. But I also feel like with the Nine of Wands, you're gearing up for something, the worst, pessimism, things like that. Because I have the nine, and you're weary. I have the Three of Swords for the result. So it tells me heartbreak, loss. So it tells me that's exactly what's going on. So I feel that. I feel like it's you guys have been searching. I feel like there's heartbreak with it. So I feel like this has progressed. And I feel like this diamond was worth some money. And I feel like it was maybe, I don't know. It comes down to, I don't know if this is a male figure. Maybe you picked it up and sent it on its way. I don't know. Yeah. So, and I feel like it was to possibly bring, it's for money. So I don't know what the situation was about, but I feel like you guys probably, yeah. And I feel like it was, yeah, this was to bring somebody more finances, I feel, fruits of their labor. But I feel that this is okay. I feel like this is going to come to completion for you guys. And I feel like this is going to be a turning point. So it tells me, what that tells me is I feel like you're going to be able to release this karmic thing. I feel like to let it go is what they're telling me. I know this is something um, that it may be hard to do, but I feel like this, if you let it go, I feel like your cup is going to overflow again. So it means maybe something else is going to come even better, is what I get from the situation. So hope that resonated with you, Elle, and thank you for the super chat. No more super chats, guys. If you're in the chat, please. No more super chats. Thank you. All right. What did Pink whisper to her friend about me? That she's a man? Ooh. Let's see. The Pink whisper to her friend about Monique's. Well, I got the full card, so there's a lot of. I feel like there was some innocence to you. That's what I feel like they were telling me about. There was opportunity for you, and I'm not saying in a good way. So I feel like an opportunity for you to take advantage of you, because I have the temperance card, so it tells me you being sensible. That was something they're like, okay, maybe that's what I feel. It had a purpose to that, what they were doing, because I have the Knight of Pentacles, so it tells me like there was something they were going to do. It was a routine of theirs. Whatever it is, it was a routine, because I have the Hierophant, so it tells me there's a group of them that do it. They're stuck. There's a group of them, so I feel like there's something there. There's some type of uh, yeah, it's a tradition. I feel like it's some type of practice. They're going to try to pull you in for some type of religious or ritual practice, is what I feel. Because I have the Four of Swords, so it's going to be something in the retreat, something that was going to be very hush hush, or this message was delivered very hush hush, is what I feel with the situation. I have the Strength card, so I feel it was their focus. That's when you're asking me about it. And then the Magician card, it was to do black magic. It was to do black magic. Yep, that's what they were telling you. And it was a Seven of Swords, so they were being very strategic on this, very deceptive in what the information they were doing. And then the Ace of Pentacles, it was something they were going to do to manifest. It was to bring a financial opportunity for them. There's going to be something there, financial opportunity for them. So, yep. So I hope that resonated with you, intuitively Moniquez, and thank you for the super chat. All right. LP fix it. Did my dad leave any information behind regarding the technology he worked on that might be helpful to humanity? I got one card flipped over, the Strength card. Something out of love. It was done out of love. It was a focus of his. Let me see. So yes, I have the Eight of Wands. So it tells me it was leaving it. It was coming towards humanity. And the High Priestess, he was very intuitive, and I feel like divine, to help high standards, to purify things. I don't know what that even means, but I feel like it's to purify things. I have the Queen of Wands, so it tells me he's very focused. I feel like he was very confident in this ability and these things, but it also tells me he was very determined. And I feel like it's also going to bring zest for and joy back to people's lives. I have the Ace of Cups, so yeah, it's to propose to to humanity, and that was a very creative way in how he's doing this out of love, and he was spiritually guided to do this. I have the Eight of Pentacles, so he worked on it, and it was very skillful in what he was doing. He mastered these things. So I feel like I don't know if he did some type of apprenticeship or something along, or learned from someone else. I feel like this was something that it was a passion of his, and he became a master at it. And I have the King of Wands, so he was a visionary, an entrepreneur. I also feel like he was good at overcoming challenges, and I feel like he was a natural leader and wanted to step up and help. He was very focused. And the Sun card, so it's going to bring health, vitality, joy, success, and he's telling all exactly what this situation is, and it's for ill health, because the Five of Pentacles is loss, ill health, fears of things of not having. So that's exactly what this is for, is to help people with their health. So I hope that resonated with you, Elle, and thank you for the super chat. And tell your dad thank you for that. That's awesome. Chrissy, what can I expect in 2023? What can Chrissy expect in 2023 on our calendar? As we know, it's anything you'd like to share, please and thank you. Persistence. Well, I got the Nine of Swords, so it tells me that there's nightmares or hopelessness, maybe some insomnia. I feel like there's something that's going on, but that's going to come to an end. So I don't know if there's something that you've been has been bothering you. That's going to come to an end, though. You're going to transform. It's going to come to an end. With an ending with the Death card, it comes a new beginning. So change is coming for you. Transition. And the Two of Wands. So it tells me that, I don't know if you're planning something. They tell me you should start making plans, and you're making progress. You're going to make some travel plans in 2023. You are going to leave home, I feel. I have the Hermit card. So there's some soul searching you've been doing, or you're going to be doing. I feel like you're going to become more independent. I feel like maybe you're going to take some more quiet time to yourself, is what they're telling me. Maybe through meditation, something along that line. If you haven't already, maybe some introspection that you've kind of been doing, or will be doing. Because I have the Eight of Swords as well. So it tells me maybe there's some prisoner of your own thoughts. Also tells me maybe self-imposed restrictions that you put on yourself. I feel like feeling trapped, something along that line. I feel negative thoughts. And I have the World card. So it tells me once again, you're going to complete this. You're gonna complete these things. You're going to have fulfillment. It also tells me you will travel again. That's another travel card for me. You're going to accomplish this. So things are going to become more whole for you. I feel moving forward in 2023. I also want you to have more celebration of life. I have the Six of Swords, another transition. So if you haven't planned a trip, start planning one with that Two of Wands card earlier. So it tells me moving on. So it tells me there's some baggage you also have to leave behind. There's some things that you need to leave, that you're going to move out of troubled waters. Also tells me you are going to take a trip. Okay, there's change coming, and then the Chariot. So there's a trip. I guarantee you're taking a trip this year. So it tells me your things are going to change. You're going to have direction is going to change. Your willpower. You're very strong. That's what it tells me. Also tells me that you're good at taking action. You're going to make progress in this year. And Ace of Wands is holding up my deck, so it tells me maybe, I don't know, a new project, some inspiration. I feel like new opportunities are coming for you in 2023, and just stay in the light and release these things, these fears, and these things that you've been holding on to. So I feel like things are moving along. Will move along great for you. So hope that resonates with you, Chrissy, and thank you for the super chat. Let's first ask, do they? First, and then let's see what they can expand for me. Instead of how do the male and female orgasms differ, I'm saying, do the male and female orgasms differ from one another on a spiritual level? And if they do, how do they do it? Or what does it look like? We got. There is a difference with the sun card. So I feel it's something to do maybe with, it's definitely with pleasure with the sun card. So it comes with happiness, vitality, celebration. So I feel like it's something to connect with the sun card. There's a little child in there. So I feel like spiritually, maybe their energy calls to another energy because I have the Four of Pentacles. So it's something to do with um, conservation of the species. So I feel like something connects when it comes to that with the Four of Pentacles. And I have the Page of Cups. So yes, very much so. I feel like empathically, I feel like this is something that they do with the Page of Cups. It's for the young ones. I feel like every time that happens, I feel like there's a spiritual connection with the divine, and I feel like maybe some curious young spirits like, oh, I'm going to choose her for my mother, or something along that line. Because I have the Judgment card, so yeah, so it tells me this is something that's divine in nature. I have like it's some type of a calling, like a bugle calling or a trumpet, like in the Judgment card. So I feel like maybe it calls because there's children in the Judgment card as well. So I feel like it's a calling to the divine, and I feel like it's something that they do, and it's a routine. The Knight of Pentacles. So yes. So it tells me the routine. It's a routine. It's a responsibility that the female energies have in this plane. It's I feel like it calls to the energies above to say, hey, this may be a possibility if something comes to fruition. This is how it works. So, and I feel like that's exact, and it's to do with families with the Hierophant for sure. So I feel like it's to do with the family situation, and pulling this situation through. I feel like, and it's the travel, Two of Wands. So it's to make plans, progress. I feel like to progress things along. And I feel like this is something that happens. Travel, energies travel to there. And I feel like it was a way of communicating maybe with the young souls that are wanting to come. That's kind of what I get. So that's what I feel like the difference is between the two. So thank you, DHP Jr., and I hope that resonated with you. I'm unjabbed and single. Any romance in the future for me? Asking in the future, and I'm single. Any romance for her? Moving forward. So I got the Queen of Wands. So yeah, it tells me there's going to be. I feel like they want you to work on your confidence. That's what they're telling me. Also, they tell me you're very determined. You want you to remain determined. But also telling me your independence. You have independence. You're continuing to work on it. But they're also telling me like they want you to have that zest for life again. Find that joy. Maybe even being by yourself as you're moving along. Because I have the Ace of Swords, so it tells me you're going to have some breakthroughs. There's going to be some clarity, mental clarity. So it tells me that there's going to be success. Okay. I have the Five of Cups, so it tells me there's maybe some disappointments from the past, or your pessimism. I feel pessimism with you, with this situation, maybe for disappointment or fear of disappointment, because I have the King of Cups. So I feel like there's something, control. It's a control thing for you. I feel that's what they're telling me with the King of Cups, and I feel like this is something that is going to move forward for you because I have the Six of Wands. Victory once again. Progress. Self confidence comes back from the same beginning of the confidence of the Queen of Wands. So you have to work on your self confidence. Because I have the Ten of Wands after that. There's something's coming to completion, but there's something you're holding on to that you need to let go of. I have the Three of Cups. So there's going to be celebration. There's going to be happiness again, in your life, but you have to let go of these things that you've been holding on to. I feel maybe something in your past that's really been bothering you because I have the Strength card. So remain focused. You have great inner strength. Be open to love, receiving and giving it. That's what they're telling me unconditionally. Okay. So it tells me things are going to move forward for you. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is holding up my deck. So you're manifesting this, a new opportunity, something tangible is coming into your life. So it tells me a new beginning, and it's manifesting, but you have to let go of this fear of the things that happened to you in the past won't continue to affect you unless you allow them to, and you're going to pull that energy into your future. So be self-confident, work on yourself as you've been doing, and then things are going to start to align for you a lot quicker from there. So thank you, Muse, and I hope that resonated with you. All right. Interesting. Back in September, I had a very vivid, what I thought was a dream. But as it turns out, I believe I was abducted and taken on a ship with not so kind ETs. Is this true? And did my ET family rescue me? Was she abducted by non good ETs, extraterrestrials? And was she saved by her off world family? So I have the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, so hard work had to go on. There's a lot of hard work that went into this situation. They've been working on this. Was a long-term thing that they've been planning with the Seven of Pentacles. Because I have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel it was a turning point. This was a turning point. And I feel like this was something like inevitable almost, or a change happened. Because I feel like this was something that was prepared, was because I have the Three of Wands. So it was planned. It was something that was planned, and it was making progress. But I have the High Priestess because you're intuitive, and I feel like it's something that they're telling me that you very much so, and they're telling me you had a very intuitive energy and you're connected. So that's why there was conflict, because I had the Five of Swords. So there was a conflict that happened, but there was a defeat for that for the dark energy, because I have the King of Pentacles. So tells me maybe a father figure, someone that was there, some type of leader was there, someone from your childhood, or like you said, off family, ET family, because it was the Six of Cups is my nostalgia card. That's something from your past, family, reminiscing. So I feel like there's familiarity with this energy, because I have the Two of Pentacles. So they were waiting. They're telling me that there were some things that they were doing. They were there to they had multiple priorities, but they were there to help you at the time as well, because you were imprisoned. I have the Eight of Swords, so you were imprisoned for sure. Yep. Then I have the World card, so it was off world. They imprisoned you off world, but that came to completion. You travel. You did travel, and I had the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, something new came up. Something was good. I feel like they were able to manifest and take care of you and save you. Um, I have the Eight of Pentacles because they're very skilled. They're very skilled in this, and I feel like this is something that they were doing. They were very diligent in saving you. They've been watching over you. And I have the Six of Swords, so they transition you out from the troubled waters to the smooth waters. So it tells me they were able to help change the situation and travel you back to where you were. And I have the Page of Wands. So yeah, there's it for sure. Success happened. It tells me freedom, things like that. I feel like they freed you for sure. So hopefully that resonated with you, Vanessa, and thank you for the super chat. All right. Last live, you exposed the corruption within the truther community. Can the cards describe why someone that knows the truth between dark and light would still pick the losing side? It makes zero sense to me. Yeah, not supposed to. Not supposed to. But I will ask. Can you describe why? Is the highest light? Describe why someone who knows the truth between the dark and the light would still pick the dark and the losing side. What can you tell me about that? Because I got the Ace of Cups, so they love to cause disruption with the Tower card. That's why they do it. They love it. That's what they love to do. They like to cause chaos and upheaval. That's their passion. They love it. They're very creative with it, with the Ace of Cups. And I have the Four of Swords after the Tower card. So it tells me they want people to become more in solitude. They want to divide people. They want people to be there. It's something that they want. They enjoy it. I feel like this is something that they get something from it. Because I have the Six of Pentacles, so they get rewarded very much financially. I feel like that's why they do it. I feel like this is something that they want to do, that they just like doing it. I have the Emperor card because they have somebody who rules them. There's someone over them, some type of leader that's above them, a handler or whatever the situation is, that they focus on this stuff. And I feel like this is something that they do because that's what they want to maintain power with the Emperor card. I have the Devil card after that, so it tells me that the good versus the light too. So it tells me this is something that they've been manipulated. I feel like there's some attachment, there's some addictions, there's a lot of things, sexual stuff, temptations. There's a lot of these things that I feel that they're tempted with, money, toxic stuff. But I feel like that's the reason why that they have this. And I have the Nine of Pentacles, so they choose it because they get the fruits of their labor. They get money, they get fulfillment. They just get the luxury. So this is all the people you see. They're getting funneled money, even if they tell you they're not. They are, because I have the Ten of Pentacles, so it's all about the wealth. This situation, it's all about long term and contributing to that, to long term success of whatever they're doing. And it's Ace of Pentacles holding up, so it's all about finances, all about manifesting what they do. So they've been deceived in order to do that because they've been bribed, they've been hidden, they have different things that keep them to doing that. So that's the reason why that they choose that anyway, because some of them have no choice at this point, and they like to some of them love to cause chaos. So that's just what they're about. So hope that resonated with you, DHP Junior, and thank you for the super chat. And Ishmael Perez and me have a past life together. Hopefully not. All right. Lori Williman. And Lori Williman and Ishmael Perez had a past life together. Yep. I feel you were a parent. You're a parent of his. There was some conflict. There was a lot of disagreements. I have the Sun card, so I feel like this is something for yes. That's a strong yes for me in the center of this. So I feel like he was a child of yours, and I have the Hanged Man. So there was a lot of self-sacrifice on your part, is what I feel. A lot of change happened because I have the Five of Cups. There's a lot of loss. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of disappointment in this situation. And I have the Five of Pentacles. A lot of ill health, a lot of insecurity, a lot of poverty with regard to this situation. I have the Chariot, so there was some movement. There was some movement. So something happened, departure, change, something happened. Something with your willpower. And I have the Star card, so it tells me maybe that this was something that rejuvenation happened after that lifetime, and I feel like there was something you guys gained from that situation. Page of Wands. So yeah, I feel like once again, moving on, exploring things, discovering things. So I feel like once again that he was a child of yours in a previous life. So hope that resonated with you, Lori, and thank you for the super chat. All I'm going to say is just watch who you guys watch. Watch who you follow. Use discernment. People aren't who they say they are. People say things that literally that I found out after the fact that will make your jaw drop if you knew the things that I know. So all I'm going to say. All right. Besides mimicking me, what other gifts does my parrot Booboo have that I am aware of? All right, Booboo, what other gifts do you have? besides mimicking. Booboo said, hey, man, we're a team. I got the 3 of Pentacles. He's like, man, we're a team. I don't know what your issue is. That's what he's telling me. I have the 3 of Swords. So he tells me when you're having problems and you're having emotional pain, loss, even depression, you tell me I bring you emotional support, man. I have the King of Swords. So yeah, he's telling me I'm honest. It tells me that I help bring you clarity when you're just all over the place with your thoughts, he tells me. I have the 2 of Pentacles as well. So he tells me you're trying to balance things. So you're out of alignment. Maybe some time management things, maybe some decisions you're balancing. So I feel like you talk to him a lot. He's like, I just don't always make fun of you. I also help you kind of bring you clarity without me talking to you. I help you. Because he says 8 of Pentacles. He's like, man, these are things that, he goes, you have such high standards for yourself. So you get on yourself. He says, and these things that I do, the repetitive, the talking and things like that, it's because these are things I'm mastering. And you're mastering things as well, he's telling me. The Sun card. So he goes, hey, man, I bring happiness and joy to your life. Not just the mimicking. He says, this is something that I bring positivity to your life. That's what he's telling me. Happiness, celebration. He said the Hanged Man comes out next. So he tells me, he goes, you need to let go of things. There's a lot of things you're holding on to. Let go of it, man. He said, I help you bring release and change to your life. I help you with decisions, new perspectives. Believe it or not, you may not think I do, but I do. I have the 5 of Cups, especially when you're having fears, disappointments, maybe your failures. He tells me that's something when you're really there. He goes, there's pessimism with your energy sometimes too. I have the 5 of Pentacles, light and loss when you isolate yourself. Worry, he tells me. That's what he's here for. Insecurities. He said you're insecure sometimes. I have the Strength card. He goes, so he tells me that he does it out of love. He gives you love and you give him love. So he tells me that there's inner strength. You have good inner strength, and he influences you a lot more than you feel. And then the 4 of Wands. So it's celebration, joy. So he says he brings happiness. So he's telling me in your home, that's what he's there for. And the World card. So he helps bring things to completion for you. The ups and downs that you go through, he helps you with those. So he's telling me this is to help you fulfill your life, and you can continue to progress. So he's telling me that's Booboo saying, I'm here for just more than mimicking you. So I hope that resonated with the DHP Junior, and thank you for the super chat. As I said, no more super chats if there's any more. Appreciate it, guys. And what is my purpose and how will this show up for me in 2023? What is NJO's purpose and how will this show up for them in 2023? I use my rainbow cards for that. Spirit just told me to get my rainbow cards. So I'm going to use my rainbow cards. So NJO. What is my purpose and how will this show up for me in 2023? So this is mastery. So your purpose is to master yourself, meaning work on things that bother you, work on them so they don't bother you, things that have hurt you, things that anger you, things that bring you joy. You're mastering yourself. So it tells me this is what your purpose is to master yourself, and this is how it's going to show up in 2023. So you're going to start to develop skills. You're going to start to work on yourself. If you haven't already, you're going to start to continue to master these things as you move forward. Then I have the third eye. So the third eye is going to start to open for you. So it tells me you're very intuitive. If you're not already, you are going to start to become more intuitive in 2023. So you're going to start to master, I feel, some intuitive messages. So maybe you're going to start to pick up more messages from divine spirit. You're going to start to master these things. So I feel like that's part of what they're saying is you're here for a divine purpose, and you're working on those skills. So I feel this is a child card for me. So it tells me that I don't know if you help children now, but I feel maybe you're going to begin to help children, because I feel like this is something you're mastering or you will master. And I feel like intuitively is going to be able to help children. So, and I get with this, I get the Sky Father. So this is God given, Father Sky. So it tells me this is God given. So I feel like these are God given abilities. I feel like for you, is God is really going to start to work with your intuition of your third eye. You're going to start to master these things. And I feel like your purposes will be able to help children. Bring synergy, bring balance to things. I feel like maybe for younger children and things like that, I feel like your life is also going to have some synergy to it as you move forward in this journey. And this is water. So what it's telling me is this stuff is going to flow to you in 2023. And I also feel like with the water, like you're very adaptable. So it tells me with the mastery, you're becoming adaptable to things. And also feel like you're going to help people with breakthroughs. That's what water does. I feel like you're going to have multiple purposes moving forward, but I feel like you're going to start mastering these things. You're going to start to get more. It tells me also with the water, maybe that the intuitive messages are going to start to flow to you, and you're going to start to pick these things up. And I feel like that's what your goal is to help others. And I also have here, this is the solar plexus. So I feel like this is a confidence thing for you and a purpose. They're telling me you're going to start to gain confidence, or you have to release some things that maybe insecurities, things like that. So I feel like once you do that in 2023, release these insecurities, release these fears, be strong, be courageous. And I feel like that's something you're going to start to master is not being so hard on yourself, releasing these doubts. And I feel like things, like I said, the message will start to flow as you open this development of the third eye, and you're going to start to master yourself. And then you're a warrior. So I feel like you're going to fight for children. If you ever haven't already, I feel you have. Maybe intuitively, I feel like this is something you're going to do. You're going to be a warrior for children. So I feel like this is something moving forward, you're going to be able to help them. I feel like with a lot of things, but I feel like you are good at fighting for the things that you believe in. So that's how things are going to feel like show up for you in 2023. And this is the mother earth for me. So this tells me between the Sky Father, which is God, and Mother Earth, that you're going to have a very connection. You're going to be able to help heal others. And I feel like this is something that is your calling. You have a gift. I feel like this is something you're going to help Mother Earth with the healing process, but I feel like you're going to help children. So I hope that resonates with you. And I feel like this is your root chakra. I feel like once again, you've got to become rooted. And that's funny that the root chakra is right after I pulled up Mother Earth. So become more grounded to the earth and stay grounded more. And I feel like you're going to start to open these gifts moving forward. And I feel like these are things that you're going to start to find purpose in 2023. So I hope that resonated with you, Amjo. And thank you for the super chat. I had an altercation with a customer yesterday. Will there be justice in this situation? Will I need to hire a lawyer? I was verbally attacked, and then they lied about me, which resulted in my suspension. Let's find out. Will there be justice from the altercation Tracy DeRocio had? Will she need to hire a lawyer? Was verbally attacked in a situation. Gossip and innuendo. I have the Page of Swords, so there was a lot of restless energy. I feel like this was something gossip and innuendo. So a lot of this was based on gossip and innuendo. I have the Seven of Cups, so there's a lot of tells me a lot of choices, illusion. There's some illusions with this situation. I have the the 10 of swords. It tells me painful ending, betrayal. I feel like you felt betrayed in this situation. I have the King of Pentacles, and I feel like it's regarding your work. Exactly what this is: business, something along that line, and your security. But I feel like there was some happy. This happened to do with something people you're familiar with, or something. Some people you've had maybe happy memories in this situation from the past with the Six of Cups. But I have the Six of Pentacles, so it tells me that there's going to be some type of maybe balance coming back with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be a change, some progress made with the Chariot. So departing, maybe it's going to change in a new direction, and to have courage. I have the Ten of Pentacles, so it tells me things are going to work out financially for you. It tells me your legacy, you're going to have long-term success with this situation. And I feel that the Ace of Pentacles holding up my reading as well tells me things are going to manifest for you. I don't know if that means a new job, a new income revenue, something along that line is coming for you that I feel is going to be beneficial for you. I'm going to see if you should hire a lawyer. I don't think you'll need to. Does Tracy need to hire a lawyer for the situation? Yes or no? Please and thank you. I would say no. I feel like things are going to be brought. I think there's some fears in your part. What I get, because I feel like there's good memories of you from the past. So I feel whatever's going on, there's some type of there's good interactions from the past that are going to be looked at. I feel, and I feel like with the Moon card, maybe there's going to be some things that are going to be brought to light, possibly. I feel like there's also some fears and anxieties on your part with the Moon card. I feel, but there's going to be some progress. So there's going to be something recognized with the Six of Wands. Something's going to be brought out to the group, I feel, or publicly, or whatever the situation is. There's going to be victory and progress is going to be made. I have the Seven of Pentacles, so it tells me you've put a lot of hard work. There's going to be delayed success, won't be right away, but I feel like there's going to be sustainable results. As I feel like things are going to work out for you, and I feel like with the Four of Cups, I feel like you're going to be reevaluating your situation at this time anyway. I feel like you either are going to feel disconnected from that place now, whatever the situation is. I feel like you're going to contemplate some things, but I don't feel like you're going to need a lawyer because I have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, follow your heart. That's what they're telling me. Follow your heart. Trust. So a proposal is going to come to you. So maybe a new job or something is going to come, or a proposal is going to come back to you possibly. And the Tower moment. So there's going to be some type of revelation that's coming. Okay, sudden change is coming with that. And then the Four of Pentacles. So it tells me that this is something that's going to that you're working. You've invested your time in. I feel like it's nothing you're going to need to hire a lawyer for. So I feel like you might have a happy surprise with this. I feel like if they offer you maybe to come back, I feel like you're gonna be contemplating doing something different. I don't know why or what that even means at this point, but I feel they're gonna come back to you possibly with some revelations, and I feel like you're gonna be disconnected from that place at that point. So I feel like you're gonna already start to kind of move on anyway, is what I'm kind of getting. So hopefully that resonated with you, Tracy, and thank you for the super chat. Trump coins ever be worth anything? Ooh, I hate when people ask me those things. Those Trump coins, I feel those are scams, just like the Trump bucks. But let's see. Will the Trump coins ever be worth anything? Let's find out. Well, I feel that Trump coins, there might be. It was a financial opportunity in the past with the Page of Pentacles, and I feel like there's going to be some type of stability or some type of growth. I also have contentment with that Nine of Cups next, so your wish come true. I have the Hermit card, so there's going to be some maybe some things maybe brought to light, some wisdom, some truths come out with the Hermit card because I have the Four of Pentacles, so it tells me something that was invested, something maybe that has been held on to as well. So I feel like maybe after this is this information that's been held on to, I feel like there's going to be a happy surprise, maybe a possibility of this. I feel like this is something that's going to maybe grow from there because I have the Ace of Pentacles after that. So abundance, manifestation, financial opportunity, I feel like is coming in the future, and the Fool. So a new beginning. Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to this, but I also feel like there's some fears. There's some hopelessness sometimes because there's a lot of conflicting information out there with the Page of Swords and the King of Cups. So it's to bring balance because there's shady people controlling these things. And it's causing challenges with the Seven of Wands. But I have the King of Swords, so there's going to be some truth and some clarity coming out with. So I feel like there's some growth that's going to be. So I feel like there will be some growth to that. There will be eventually. I feel like there's going to be some value to them. Not knowing how much, but I feel like there's some things that need to happen before that even becomes a reality. So I feel like some truths have to come out first in order for that to happen. So hope that resonated with you, Vanessa, and thank you for the super chat. Word A, Fabi. I'm guessing you have a question. So if you guys are new here, if you can type the question into the super chat, that'd be great. Thank you. So Edward, will there be a big change in my future soon going forward with my business venture / dream to help family and friends? Will there be a big change in my future soon with my business venture / dream to help family and friends? I got the Empress card, so abundance is coming. I feel like you're going to be able to help people, nurturing. I feel like that's something like with your family too. Good parenting, evolution is going, growth is coming. Six of Swords, so it's to help people move out of troubled waters. It's also a transition, change. I feel like there's some change coming for you. Then I have the Ace of Wands, so yeah, new project, inspired. I feel like things are coming to you. You're gonna. I feel like new beginning, potential, growth is coming, and the Strength card. So stay strong. That I feel like it's great inner strength. You're very focused on this. Also tells me that there's um, to be open to love. I feel like this is very loving, but also be open to the love that's coming from the divine with the Strength card. I have the Four of Wands, so there's going to be celebration, joy. I feel like happiness, community, a community or homecoming. I feel like there's going to be some type of get together for you that's going to be good. And it's going to be very helpful. And I have the Two of Wands, so yes, keep making those plans. You're making progress. It tells me that there's going to be some. You're making decisions. You're going to discover some things as you move forward. They're telling me, and I have the Justice card. So yes, very much so. So it tells me this is a win-win. Justice is coming. Also tells me that there's clarity coming for you if you've been having this. And I have the Ace of Pentacles holding on my deck. So you're manifesting something, a new business, a new venture, a new revenue stream. It tells me that this is a gift. This is going to be a manifestation for you that you've been putting together, and the divine is actually going to present it to you. So keep the faith. It's coming for you, Edward. So I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. Music is an addiction of mine, so I'm wondering what is the current status of the music industry behemoth. Music is an addiction of mine, so I'm wondering what is the current status of the music injury behemoth. Music industry. I can't say that word. Music industry behemoth. Man, you got me tongue twisters. What is the current status of the music industry? Is it still controlled by the dark? Controlled by the light? What does it look like? Please and think. Okay, first thing I have is the Page of Swords. So it tells me that there's a lot of creative ideas that go into music, and I feel like there's a lot of energy, and it's a new way of it's a way of communicating. I feel like with the music, and I have the Hierophant, so it's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of institutions that have been involved with the situation. But I feel that that's been changed over because I have the King of Swords. So there's telling me there's some truths. It tells me there's honesty coming, clarity. I feel like maybe there's a the King of Swords, or maybe an authority stepped in. Because I have the Ace of Pentacles, so it tells me new venture, prosperity in this situation. And I have the Moon card, so it tells me maybe that there's going to be some things brought to light. I feel maybe some mysteries, some things like that. I feel like there's something maybe it's going to be brought out with the Moon card. And I have the Star card because that tells me that things are going to be highlighted. So it tells me maybe there's to remain hopeful, good omen. It tells me I feel like rejuvenation. So maybe that I feel like the light has overtaken this situation. Yeah, and I have the Seven of Pentacles. So there was a strategy involved with this situation. They used to get away with things in this industry. Because I have the Knight of Cups, so it tells me, yeah, follow your heart. So something came, some type of proposal came to them that changed this situation. That proposal that came to them caused disruption with the Tower card. So there's disruption that's happened that we may not reevaluation happened, an awakening, release of something. And this whatever this message was that came to them that had to sudden change brought heartbreak. Three of Swords brought some divorce, some loss, some separation. And I have the Knight of Swords, so I feel like it was the military stepped in. I feel like the military stepped in. They took action. They were driven to succeed with this. And the Page of Cups. So yeah, happy surprise is coming. Tells me new love, dream, be a dreamer with this situation. Yeah, it was held back. It was in prison with the Eight of Swords. So it was something that was held back, imprisoned. So it was held there. So I feel like it's been taken over. I feel like the military did step in. So I feel like the music industry is going to change a lot soon, very soon. So hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. Damian Owens. All right. Let me see for your question. I'm sure you have one. What is the status of my father's estate? As in, what will happen between now and the outcomes? Let's find out. Damian Owens. What is the status of Damian Owens' father's estate? The status. Well, and what will happen between now and the outcome? I got the Moon card, so I feel like maybe there's something going. There's some mysteries. There's something involving this, but I also feel like there's maybe some fears or some anxieties on your part. I have the Knight of Cups, so I feel like something is a proposal's going to come to you, if this situation is involving you. But I feel like there's going to be because I have the Three of Swords, so it tells me that there's some sorrow, there's some hurt, there's some loss regarding the situation, emotional pain. But I feel with the Justice card, things are going to come to fruition. I feel like it's going to be a win-win. Justice is coming, fairness is coming, truth is coming for this situation. It tells me if there's anything legally, it's going to work out in your favor. I have the Eight of Swords, so it tells me self-imprisonment, self-thoughts. Also tells me maybe feeling trapped, almost like when it comes to the situation, or self-imposed restrictions. So it tells me like you're holding yourself back with these thoughts. Also tells me maybe this has been held on to for some time, but it's going to make progress because I have the Two of Cups. Tells me there's going to be some type of agreement with the Two of Cups that's come to a proposal is coming to you once again. I feel like there's going to be some type of proposal, some type of some type of things that you're gonna have to make an agreement with. I feel because I have the Wheel of Fortune. So tell me, there's going to be a turning point at the proposal. Things are going to change. I feel like things are going to be. You're going to see maybe some ups and downs, a little unpredictable energy, but for the betterment of you, I feel like you're going to see a turning point and change. I feel like good luck for you with the Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Pentacles. So there's going to be working on something. So something's being worked on. Okay, it tells me there's going to be some collaboration that's going to happen between multiple parties, maybe even including yourself. And I have the Four of Cups. So some things are going to be reevaluated, things like that. Okay, so it tells me there's going to be a lot of contemplation with this situation, but there's going to be Six of Wands. So they're going to be it's going to be publicly recognized. What things are going to be brought to light, victory. You're going to make progress. So stay confident. Stay confident because the Five of Pentacles tells me that there's fear or lack of not having it is what I feel. So release that fear, and I feel things are going to work out for you, Damien. So I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. My daughter, Shelly, have a message for me. Let's find out. Does Julie Jolly's daughter, Shelly, have a message for her? Julie Jolly's daughter. Well, the first card I have is the Justice card. So, which that's just telling me is things are going to work out for you. Okay, I don't know if there's been something you've been working on or something you've been waiting on. If something's going to come to fruition for you, it also tells me that she wants you to know do what you feel is right. That's what she's telling me with the Justice card, and stand up for what you believe. That's what she's telling me. You've always done that, so she's telling me continue to do that. Do it what you know is right. I have the Eight of Fire, so it tells me maybe things are going to pick up speed. So news may be coming towards you if you've been waiting for it. The delays are over, whatever the situation might have been. But I feel like things are going to pick up speed for you. There's going to be a lot of things kind of progressing for you moving forward. I have the Seven of Earth, so it tells me that there's maybe you're working on yourself. I also feel like there's unnecessary worry. So she's telling me there's unnecessary worry for you. She's telling me that maybe been some pause in some things for you, kind of weighing on some things. She's telling me that the seeds have been well planted and there's going to be delayed success for you. Then I have the Eight of Earth. So it tells me that you're working. So she's telling me she's acknowledging that what you've been doing, working on yourself. She's saying you're doing great. Continue to work on yourself. And she's like, you're learning a lot about yourself and other things. She said, you're learning these things and you're starting to grow. She's like, and I feel like you're educating yourself. That's what she's telling me. She's educating herself on a lot of new things, which she's acknowledging. Then I have the Hermit card. So she's telling me maybe that there's some things, some self-discovery. So you're learning a lot about yourself. So she's telling me maybe you kind of retract a little bit to your energy. Maybe you kind of quiet time more, kind of retract a little bit. But I feel like you're learning things spiritually. She's telling me there's some spiritual lessons that you're learning with the Hermit card. Then I have the Eight of Air. So I feel like it comes back to self-entrapment, holding yourself back, worrisome thoughts, lack of self-confidence. She's telling me you have a lack of self-confidence. That's exactly what she's telling me. And sometimes you're afraid to take action almost. That's what she's telling me. I have the Magician card. So she's telling me you're ready. Follow your dreams, She's telling me you're able to manifest these things. Whatever you want, you have all the tools in your toolbox, she's telling me. She's telling me like just life is magical for you if you allow it to be. And the Page of Cups, or the Page of Water. So it tells me like this is something that you're going to start to grow more psychic abilities. Also tells me like there's your life is growing into there's new possibilities for you. And you're growing spiritually and emotionally. She said this is part of your growth as you move forward. Then I have renewal. So it tells me like this is you're reviewing a lot of things. You're evaluating things. Also tells me like you're going to have some favorable assessments you're going to learn some things. This was telling me favorable assessments tells me you're going to be able to learn these things and you're going to be able to make sense of them and move forward. And I feel like that's exactly what I'm getting. You're going to maybe move in a new direction with some things after you've evaluated them. Then I have the 9 of fire. So it tells me don't give up. It tells me don't give up. She's like, protect what's yours, like you always have courage, and believe in yourself. That's the second time I've heard believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. The moon card. So you're getting psychic intuition, things like that. But it also tells me there's some things going on behind the scenes that you don't know. That's what she's telling me. She's like, release your fears that hold you back. It's like you're holding yourself back. And then the Knight of Air is holding up my deck. So tell me, fight for your beliefs. Things are going to you're going to pick up speed, take action. That's what you've been doing, working on yourself, release these things. So that's what she's telling me. And hopefully that resonated with you, Judy. And thank you for the super chat. Like I said, guys, if there's no more super chats, and I will read that gentleman's question that Mr. Rocco said had a chat that wasn't missing. Well, let's find out. Hopefully I can find out something for you. I wish I knew. We'll see if Spirit will tell me. Ask, are there hidden technologies in today's TVs, phones, and computers that most people are not aware of? What can you tell me? Please? Thank you. One card flew out. I wonder what card it is. Let's find out. The Queen of Wands. So it's something that they've been determined and focused on. Let's see. So I asked if there are hidden technologies in today's TVs, phones, and computers most people are not aware of. I got the Queen of Wands as a strong yes. Then I get the Four of Wands, which is also a strong yes. So I feel like there's some type of a commute in the homes. That's a home thing too. Exactly what you ask in the homes and what people use. I have the Chariot, so I feel there's a lot of integration. Things have been integrated in here, and I feel like there's something that to control people. Whatever these technologies are, I feel like they control. There's something that controls. I have the King of Wands, so yeah, it tells me like they're focused on something. It's a big picture thing, so I feel like manipulation for a big picture. I feel like some type of leadership. It was a vision of theirs to do this. And if you ask about televisions, it's a vision of theirs. Tell a vision. And I have the Queen of Cups, so I feel that it's to it blocks our intuitive messages. That's what I feel. I have the Eight of Cups, so I feel like there's something that is, I don't know, like withdrawal. Like I don't know if it's something that pulls energy or pushes energy. Just like I feel like disconnection when it comes to us being able to intuitively get messages. Because I have the Eight of Wands, so we have a lot of information that comes to us super fast. So I feel like that's why, and I feel like there's these things change. It changes frequencies or something along that line is what I feel. And I have the Emperor card, so very much so. I feel like it's a control thing again. It comes back to controlling people, the structure. I don't know what the situation is. I have the Lovers card, so yeah. I feel it disrupts harmony. It disrupts the harmony and relationships with people sometimes. I also feel like it disrupts our harmony with our higher self is what I get. So I feel like there's some things that are put in place. And I have the Eight of Swords holding up my deck. So imprisonment up here. It imprisons your mind. It imprisons you. So it tells me it becomes a lack of mindset. There's a lot of things that they push in front of you. I don't have enough. I need that. It's a lack of mindset. I feel like it puts a lot of fears and imprisonment in people's minds, and it kind of traps your abilities and your intuition is what I'm kind of getting from that. So that's what I feel, that there are hidden technologies that control the vibration and the frequencies of the energy around it. So hope that resonate with you, DHP Junior, and thank you for the super chat. Super sticker. Thank you, Cecilia, for the super sticker. Much light and love. Much light and love. The King of Cups traveled to the land of the Hopi Nation. And Dennis, the King of Cups, traveled to the land of the Hopi Nation. I told him he'd be traveling this year, so maybe. Let's see. I got the Lover's card, so yes. I feel like there's something there. Alignment things, like a purpose to this. I feel like maybe some balance and harmony. I have the Six of Swords. He is going to travel. He will be traveling there. I feel like he's gonna release some things when he goes to this. Is what I'm getting. I have the Hermit card, so he's going to be soul searching. So I feel like he's going to be his being directed this way, pulled to this. I feel like he's gonna he's contemplating this. I feel like he's gonna get some wisdom. So I feel like he's gonna get some divine wisdom from this as well. I feel like he's gonna really he's really gonna connect with this energy. I have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, something I feel like it's control. I feel like maybe something he's been holding on to. As I mentioned, he's going to release this situation. He's going to release this stuff over there. He's going to heal. Because I have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, so it tells me there's going to be a new perspective on things. He's going to learn something. I feel like there's going to be. I feel like energetic energy. His energy is going to be very connected to this. Is what I feel with the Queen of Swords. And I have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like there's maybe some, once again, entrapment in your mind. So I feel like you're going to release some of these things. I feel like this is something like imprisonment. Some of these things you've been holding on to. It's going to help you heal. The Chariot. So you will take a trip. You're going to make progress. It's going to help you depart from these things. Okay. And the King of Wands. So yeah, you're going to overcome these challenges. This is something that long term, this is success for you. And I feel like this is something that you're going to be pulled to do. For Queen of Cups, which is healing and nurturing. So yeah, this is going to be a very healing and nurturing situation for you, for Dennis. So thank you, Joe and Jay, or Jay and Dennis, and I hope that resonated with you. And thank you for the super chat. Renee, Lolita, Joanna. She used to have dreams, and she died. She died in a lot. Died like this in her past. She died like that in her past life. Yep, I got the Queen of Wands. Yep, for sure. And I have the Nine of Cups. Cups are water. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. Then I have the Page of Cups. So I feel you drowned when you were young. When you were young in this situation. That's what I feel this situation was. And the Star card. So yeah, I feel like this is something that brought you. You had done this before, and I feel like it's something that is being illuminated for you with the Star card. So I feel like this is something that you've had for sure. And the Page of Wands. So yeah, tell me this is for you to free your spirit. This is a freedom thing for you. So you got to release this stuff. The fear tells me this is, and the Star card is also with water. So I feel like this is something that is spiritually a good omen for you, so you can release it. It tells me you did when you were young in a previous life. So Tells me with the Empress card, you're going to be able to overcome this. You're going to be able to become more rooted, more grounded, and you're going to. They want you to nurture yourself a little bit more, and I feel like that's something you're going to do. Is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Nurture yourself, and healing is coming for you. So it tells me you did drown when you were young, and this is part of your growth. While you're getting these dreams recurring, it's so you can release them. They're getting them spiritually for a reason. So hope that resonated with you, Renee Lolita, and thank you for the super chat. Anya, in a regression of current life memories, I saw cat beings, but didn't want to talk to them and moved on. Neutral feeling. Where they have Cassiopean or Lyran or neither. Assumption 1, Lyran. It's a relationship. So I feel they were Lyran. And what I get was the relationship is I get the death card first. So some type of metamorphosis. So relationship is, I don't know if changing or metamorphosis of something, because I have this 6 of Pentacles. So it's a gift. It's a gift of yours, or a gift of something that's they're able to come. So I feel like this in the world cards. So I feel like they travel, and I feel like this is something that they come to you. This is travel for sure, off world, and I feel like it's accomplishment. It's to let you know that they've arrived, and also telling you the King of Wands. So it tells me a vision of yours. I feel like this is a vision, and I feel like this was something to let you know that it's the bigger picture. Also, I feel like it was to bring knowledge to you at the time. I feel like your energy was mature, is why they came to you. Because I have the King of Swords, so yeah, tells me they were there to bring mental energy, truth. I feel like these are there. I feel like this is something that they wanted to let you know. They're honest, and Ace of Pentacles. They manifested themselves to you. I tell you that everything's going to be okay. So if you see them again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So it tells me that the energy may be neutral, but I feel like your energy was ready for that, so it felt familiar to you. So I feel like that's what they're telling me, is that they manifest themselves to you. I feel like there is something that they do just to let you know that they're there. You're not alone if you've been battling things. So I feel like they're from Lyra or Lyran, and I feel like that's it's whenever you've died, or maybe you have some connection to that. Some metamorphosis has happened. I feel like, or they change, or you're able to maybe change something along the line, and see something just grab my shirt. So, and told me that. So I feel like that's the relationship you have with them, that you're connected to them energetically. That's the reason why that they've come to you the way they do. So thank you for the super chat. And I hope that that's resonated with you, Tanya. Did Light Being, Lisa, and Muse fight battles together in a past life? Yeah. 3 of Cups. So, yep, community. And then I got the Knight of Wands. That's exactly what that was. Fearless, adventure. I feel like inspired action, some type of action did happen. And the Fool card. So, yeah, it was an opportunity. I feel like there was a lot of adventures that you guys had. And then I have the 2 of Wands. So, yeah, a lot of planning had to happen. A lot of leaving home, a lot of traveling is what I've got for these battles. And the Hierophant. So, yeah, part of a group together. I also feel like there's something that maybe you're fighting battles in the past. Other groups is what I'm getting. Other institutions, other people. Because I have the Chariot card, so there was victory. So you did take a lot of trips. There was victory in a lot of these things for sure. And the Death card, so there was some death that happened in this situation. So yep, I feel like that's exactly what happened in the situation. And the 6 of Pentacles. So it was something you did you gave your time and your energy, and it was something that You guys helped, shared energies and things together and fought together. And I feel like the Six of Pentacles was balanced. But I have the Nine of Swords, which tells me that there was a lot of loss, despair, anxiety at the situation when you guys were sleepless nights, insomnia, nightmares. I think that's something that you guys had together in a previous life as well. So release those things. You can do that. You can release these things with don't just let them go. I know it just sounds like it's just that easy. It is that easy. You just have to believe it and you have to let it go. Once I started believing, not just telling myself, and really believing, changed everything for me. So hope that resonated, Muse, and thank you for the super chat. My boyfriend finally introduced me to his kids and finally commit to a solid life together. Her name Lolita. Lolita's boyfriend finally introduced her to his kids. And will he finally commit to a solid life together? I got the Sun card. So yeah, there's going to be some fulfillment, success, okay? There's going to be a change, celebration. I have the Six of Cups, so it tells me family. His family is coming into the picture. He's going to present it to you, is what I get. I have the Ten of Swords, so I feel what he's telling me though is maybe there's some wounds, some deep wounds and things like that he's going through right now, is what I'm kind of getting. I have the Eight of Swords, so it tells me also with you, same thing. Maybe there's some loss or betrayal in your past, because I have the Eight of Swords, so I feel like maybe there's some so he's self-restricting himself with you to the children right now. But I also feel it's the same thing with you, negative thoughts, imprisonment. That's what I kind of feel. But I have the Queen of Swords, so it tells me there's going to be some a new perspective is coming. I feel like a direct communication to you is coming. I feel like things are going to change and there's going to be truth and clarity that's going to come to you. I have the Page of Cups regarding his children. Exactly what that is. So I feel like there's going to be a happy surprise for you. And the King of Swords. So we end with him. So there's going to be some honesty. So he's working on himself. You're working on yourself. But there's going to be some clarity, okay? That tells me. Also tells me like to release these racing thoughts in your mind. And that's what he's doing. He's got to kind of calm himself down as well. Because I feel like there's been some, maybe there's some things that happened to him as well as yourself that kind of, it's slowing it down a little bit because we're both are working through your situations. But I have Four of Wands, so there's going to be a celebration. Tells me maybe a marriage in your future for you guys. Celebration and joy is coming. So I feel there's going to be some type of homecoming, some type of celebration. And the Ace of Pentacles tells me that things are going. You're manifesting these things. There are new opportunities coming. Okay, it tells me something tangible is coming. So it tells me that you are going to. This is looking beautiful. You guys just need to let go of your fears and the things that have happened to you in your past, and things are going to move forward for you, Renee, Lolita. And I hope that resonated with you. And thank you for your super chat. What did Queen Elizabeth and the last Pope felt the moment they knew that it was all over? The Drakes had lost. How did they react? The Drakes, what is that? The Drake's coffee cake? Drake's, what is Drake's? I don't even know what this stuff is. What did Queen Elizabeth and the last Pope feel the moment they knew that it was all okay? That's what it is. Okay. What did the last Pope and Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, feel the moment they knew it was all over? The Drakes had lost. How did they react? Well, first thing they felt is that their progress and their preparation came to a crashing halt because I have the Three of Wands. So their expansion went away because I have the Three of Swords after that. So it tells me heartbreak, emotional loss, depression, suffering, sorrow. So they were actually had a lot of hurt. Because I have the Seven of Cups. So that tells me all their choices, all their things that they've been doing, all their wishful thinking. It came crashing for them, all the choices they made. because I have the hangman. So it tells me that these are things that they're learning. They had to surrender. They had to surrender themselves. And I feel like they may have been hung for this situation, is what I'm getting with the hangman. So they had to surrender. So I feel like they're like it was like their sacrifice that they did. I feel like it was like, wow, this is just they had to surrender and let go and release, and change came because I have the 10 of Wands, so it tells me burden, all their hard work, everything came to. They felt it was done. It came to an end. I have the 4 of Cups, so it tells me they felt very disconnected, and they were telling me like it was something that they had to constantly they were reevaluating their life at that time, like literally like their life flashed before their eyes is what I got. Then I had the King of Cups, so yeah, tells me like their control was gone. They lost their control. I have the 7 of Swords, so their trickery, their deception, all that stuff, it was done. They felt that they were getting away with something and they didn't, because I have the King of Pentacles. So yeah, and also that they knew their money was gone, their prosperity was gone. So I feel like this was something that they've done, that they it didn't come. And then the Judgment card came out. So yeah, a rebirth or awakening. So it tells me a redemption came. So it was something that they were done. So they were removed off the earth plane. So it tells me they're literally their eyes flashed, their life flashed before their eyes, and they contemplated everything. So I see a lot of this stuff that was because their home life was disrupted. Everything was disrupted for them. So I feel like that's exactly what I got for them. And same thing with the Drakes, whatever that I don't even know who that is, but the same thing. I feel like anything to do with this with the dark, their life flashed before their eyes, and they learned that everything that they had worked for just came crashing down. So hope they resonate with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. What's the connection with these 2 words? Sol, sun in Spanish, and soul. Soul, soul, and soul. What's the connection with soul, SOL, or sun in Spanish, and the word soul, SOUL? What is the connection between these two? Well, I got the or the Queen of Swords, so I feel like there's some type of energies involved. I also feel like it's a communication. It's a way they communicate, and I feel like there is some clarity to this. There's some truth to this. I have the 7 of Pentacles after that, so it tells me there's some long term success. So it tells me that this is something to do with that. There was hard work put into these connections, or something that is for long term use and growth. And I have the 2 of Cups, so it's something that was agreed to. So I feel like there's something that was there's connection. As it tells me, there's a connection there between those 2 words for sure. And I have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, karmic cycle, good fortunes, tells me change, growth, all that stuff is all invested in that. And the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, so there is something with that. There's something for sure when it comes to that. I feel like this was something that was brought up or brought in. I feel like they were very diligent with the languages on some of these things that have been translated. I feel like this is something that is also very much so growth. To tell me growth and working on this with Eight of Pentacles and the world, fulfillment, wholeness, accomplishment. So it tells me that's exactly what it's meant to do. And the High Priestess card tells me intuition, intuitive. So I feel like maybe you get some from the sun, you get intuitive downloads, and we're very connected to that. And I feel like it's something that we have an energy that brings us balance. And I feel like there's something to that. That's why this has been agreed to be written the way it was. So it's so we don't lose the meaning of that. So hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. All right, Irene, let me see. I'm sure you probably have a question down here. Any messages for my loved ones that I passed on? Let's find out. Any messages from her loved ones that passed on? Only these any messages. Remember, it's her Irene's family. That. To go. So it tells me that there's something you're weighing on. There's something you've been decision you've been or trying to weigh. I feel like you maybe have some priorities, or maybe what you're doing with your time is maybe changing, or what you're weighing on what to do with your time. Because I have the Page of Swords, so it tells me that there's maybe you're restless, almost like a restless type of energy is what I'm getting. I feel like maybe you've had a lot of new ideas and you've been curious about a lot of things. What they're telling me. But I have the Judgment card, so it tells me you're an awakening. This is an awakening for you. It tells me also that there's some type of also tells me they want you to forgive. There's some forgiveness that needs to happen. And also that's what I feel like. There's some type of maybe judgments or things that you have in your life. See how my life just got fluctuated. So some type of judgments or something that you need to forgive. That's what they're telling me. Maybe judging yourself too hard, or maybe judging others. There's something that you need to forgive. They're telling me, and have mercy on yourself. They're telling me. I have the Three of Cups. So it tells me there's beautiful. They're telling me that there was celebration. There's love. There's also going to be celebration and love and happiness coming for you in the future as well. I have the High Priestess card. So it tells me that to trust yourself. To trust yourself more. They're telling me that you're growing. Your intuition is growing. It also tells me you're very sensitive to things. But also tells me like they want you to once again trust yourself. I don't think you do that enough, they tell me. Then I have the Six of Wands. So it tells me that you're making progress. Okay, you're making progress. Things are coming. Self-confidence. This is telling me once again, trust yourself, self-confidence. That's literally what I got on this card as well. Self-confidence. You are making progress, but they're telling me you need to continue to make progress in this area. Stand strong, stand firm. And the Temperance card tells me like moderation for you. Sometimes you go a little too hard, a little too gung ho. They're telling me, but also tells me you're finding meaning. They want you to find meaning in your life. Maybe I feel like you've lost some of that meaning, or what you feel like your life should be about. I also feel like this is something that harmony is coming, moderation. I also tell me to remain hopeful, and balance is coming into your life. And the Nine of Cups. So satisfaction, emotional luxury, stability, contentment. Your wishes will come true, they're telling me. So stay in the light. That's what they're telling me. Then I have the Four of Pentacles. So something you're holding on to, you need to let go of. Something you're holding on to, control. They're telling me you're trying to control things. And I feel like that's part of what they're telling me. And then the Tower card. So there are going to be some revelations for you, some awakenings. I feel like there's going to be some change for you as you move forward. And the Page of Cups. So you're going to start to be a dreamer again. They want you to be a dreamer. There's going to be a surprise, happy surprise for you in your life. But also tell me you're going to start to be curious again about things. You're going to start to receive intuitive messages more and more as you move forward. But there is some regret, there's some failure, there's some disappointments, or some loss and grief with the Five of Cups. You got to release those. And the Five of Pentacles. That's lack mindset, not having enough. Where this is going to go, they're telling me you need to let go insecurities once again, self-confidence, being insecure. Telling me you need to let go of this. And then the Six of Pentacles is coming. So something is coming to you, okay? It means you're telling me you're also very generous. So it tells me there's going to be something you're going to get. Wealth is going to be shared to you. I feel like you're very generous as well. So they're telling me there's balance because you're very giving. They're telling me balance is coming. And then Knight of Wands. So be fearless. Take an adventure. That's what they're telling me. Okay? And I have the Devil card holding up the reading. So it tells me materialism, lack mindset, being maybe working on your shadow self. Like I said, releasing some of these thoughts and some of these hurts and these things you've been holding on to could also be the shadow self with the Devil card. The Devil card could also mean they want you to be more playful. Enjoy life. That's the Devil card could also mean a very playful person. Doesn't mean dark, but what I'm getting from the other cards is I kind of feel that you need to kind of release some of these things. The lack of the mindset of the fear, the loss, those things. You have to let it go because it tells me that that's what the shadow self that you need to work on. So hope that resonated with you, Irene, and thank you for the super chat. My mother passed away in 2003. We didn't have a good relationship. Did she find peace after death? I'm going to pull my ancestor cards for that one. See what she gets. when they will lead a you ever find your peace into the light. One card went flying out of my deck. Literally. The arrow card. So yes, I feel like that tells me that you're surrounded by divine light, and so is she. So it tells me protect your energy with the arrow card. Then I have the warrior card. So it tells me that there was some conflict. Maybe she was a strong person that believed in. She told me I fought for what I believed in, and she did as well. So that's why we kind of just butted heads a lot because she was fearless and I was fearless, and we stood strong. And I have the Shaolin Master. So it tells me that she's moved on. She's moved on. She's, and it tells me that this is part of what needed to happen. She's also telling me that you're making progress in this as well. You're able to maneuver through things, and you're making progress because you're taking action in things. So she's telling me that she made progress. And the Fire Guardian. So she's telling me, yeah, she used to make you real hot. She tells me that with the Fire Guardian. Telling me she would make me, she would upset. I was same thing. She would make me upset. We were both very passionate, and we kind of get on each other. Is what she told me. Then I have the High Priest. So it tells me what she's able to. Same thing with you. Your intention are what you're able to create. So she's telling me that you're able to create the reality that your intentions put forward. That's what she's telling me. Just like she says, you're very strong and passionate when you want to get your point across. If you use that much power and intention to put this out into your life, she goes, you'd be superstar, super successful. Because I have the broken arrow. So she says you need to let go, embrace the peace. She's at peace with the broken arrow. She's like, I'm at peace. She needs to find peace. That's literally what you asked me if she's at peace, and I got the peace. And I have the Heart Guardian. So she's telling me you got to let go. Be open to love. She loves you. She's always loved you, just like she knows you loved her. Even though you didn't get along, she's like, you need to love yourself, she tells me. She said, you don't love yourself enough. I have the summertime. I have summer. So it tells me she wants you to find the joy again. Find that zest in life. Success is coming with the summer. That's like the sun card. So it tells me like joy, vitality is coming, okay? So she tells me she wants you to find that. Find your joy. Bask in it. Enjoy it. Continue to grow. You're the light. Stay in the light. That's what she's telling me. And the star ancestor. So she's like, follow your soul like you always have. She's like, your soul's pulling you in different directions. Follow it. Trust it. That's what she's telling me because you're being guided divinely. And the spirit fox. So it tells me once again, you're able to maneuver, you're able to adapt with the spirit fox to the changing times and the situation. You're very good at that. She says something that you've always had that ability to do and you will continue to. And the she wolf. Fight for what you believe in. Go within, find the inner strength, she said. Let go of these things, these insecurities, and these things that have been holding you back, and go fight like you used to with me for the things that you want in your life, but do it constructively, she said. Do it constructively. Don't do it from an angry place, but just do it with the same passion that you used to give it to me and I'd give it to you. That's what this was. It's to prepare you for these things moving forward. And then the shaman. Trust in higher forces. You're being protected. She's watching over you as well. She's helping you through these things. Even though you guys butted heads, she said, I'm still helping her. I've always loved her, and she knows that. So, and the Lord card is holding up. So, take charge, she said. Take charge and start kicking ass. That's what she told me. Take charge and start moving forward. And the way you're passionate about things, push that. That's the strength of yours, she said. So I hope that resonated with you, Renee Lolita, and thank you for the super chat. All right, Irene, let's see. I'm sure there's another question with this one. My granddaughter Carissa passed a little over 3 months. Does she have a message from me for her mom, Arlene? Well, let's find out. So your granddaughter Carissa passed at a little over 3 months. Does she have any messages for her mom, Arlene? Granddaughter Carissa. And the Nine of Pentacles. So tells me she's good. She's feeling she's great now. She's fulfilled. She's telling me she's very she's living the life. She's sovereign. She's free. Also tells me what the message for her mom she wants her to be that way. And tell her mom's going to be okay. The rewards, she's going to be financially secure. She's telling me the fruits of her labor are paying her. And I also have the Ace of Swords. So it tells me she's going to have some breakthroughs. There's going to be mental clarity and victory. So it's telling me that there's some things, success. This was a success for her, but also she's telling me that this is something that moving forward that Arlene is going to have some mental clarity regarding this situation. Because I feel with the Five of Swords, there's some conflicts. She has a lot of conflicts about these things. So I feel like this is something that she's working through. I have the Eight of Wands. So it tells me there's messages. Things are going to start to pick up speed for her. She's going to see movement. If she felt like she hasn't been able to move on and get past these things, she's telling me there's going to be some things that are going to move on. She's going to start to move and this energy is going to start to flow again. Okay. So it tells me, and the Two of Pentacles. So it tells me there's some things she's been weighing, decisions she's been weighing. I feel like maybe there's some things that she's about the whys, the decisions of why this happened. I feel like that's what she's telling me. That this is something that, and the Hierophant, why did this happen to my family? Why did this happen? So I feel like but she's telling me there's some forgiveness. There's some forgiveness that she needs to have as well. But also telling me to trust herself, trust in God. This was God's plan. This was the divine plan. She's telling me. And justice, once again, she's telling me there's balance going to come. Even though this is hard, everything is going to win. It's going to be a win-win for everyone. I moved on in justice. It's fair. This was fair. This was just, believe it or not. And she's telling me this is something that needed to happen. The Three of Wands. So it tells me she made progress. She traveled. You're also going to be making progress and expanding. This is part of her expansion. It's part of your expansion. You guys came in together for the short time. She did do her what she was supposed to be here for your energetic purposes, and it was part of her time to move on for her progress, just like it is for yours. And the Ace of Wands. So she's telling me that she's on to something new. She's on to a new life, new everything, new beginning. She's telling me, and she's also saying this is a new beginning and growth is coming for Arlene with the Ace of Wands. So she also wants to say there's going to be find that desire again because of the Five of Cups. So there's some loss, there's some grief, there's some things that she's holding on to. I feel like some disappointments as well. That's what she's telling me. And the Five of Pentacles. So loss, fears, ill health. Those are things that I feel like has been coming around. And the Chariot card, which tell me you got to change. You got to change that thought process, move in a new direction. She's saying. I also feel like depart the old. Things are working out. You're going to be victorious. She's victorious. Okay, be determined. She says you are making progress, and stay courageous because of the death. So the death tells me metamorphosis is coming. Change the end and leave the ending and the new beginning. So her death was an ending, but it's a new beginning. It was a new beginning for her right away. And I feel like this was a new beginning and a transformation for you as well. The Empress. So still very motherly, telling me this is part of the evolution for her and herself. And she always knew like the parenting. She chose you. So just to let you know, it's part of her development and things are going to work out for you. Okay. So hope that resonated with you, and Irene and Arlene, and thank you for the super chat. The practice of Catholics in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost in drawing of the cross across one's body. Is this still good to do, or is there a hidden meaning by the dark energy of the church? Wow, good one. Let me see. In Catholics and Christian, or Catholics at least, even cross. In Catholics is the name Father, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and drawing the cross across your body. Is this something that's good or nefarious in the church? Well, I do have the Four of Wands, so it tells me that this is something that, yeah, community, some type of get together. So I feel like this was something that was for a community for sure for the Four of Wands. And I have the Queen of Wands, so I feel like this was something that maybe queen and emperor. They put this in a long time ago because I have the Queen of Wands and the Emperor next. So I feel like this was something that brought rules and structure to the situation. I feel it was a strategy, and I feel like it was to trick people with the Seven of Swords because I have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this was to trick people, to bring them in for security, like this false sense of security with this King of Pentacles, because I feel like there's something disciplined. You have to be very disciplined with it. But I also feel like they do this, they brought it in, is to make money with the situation. Because I have the Hermit card. So it tells me like people, maybe it was some type of soul searching, something they're waiting for. I feel like this is something they're doing. I feel like it's soul searching for whatever they need from God is what they go there for. Because I have the Moon card, so there's some allusion to this. There's something. There's some. They go with fear, but there's also tells me that there's some shadiness around the situation. Because I have the Three of Swords, so that means loss, heartbreak, emotional pain. So I feel like there's something to this. I feel like there's some deception regarding this. I feel like an emperor and a queen are like from a long time ago. There was some type of community that this started in that they did this. And I have the Seven of Cups. So it tells me illusions. This is an illusion. It's just a choice. It's an illusion people have. And then the Hangman. So enlightenment, I feel like there's going to be a new perspective coming out. I feel like there's going to be, I see sacrifice. Sacrifice. So I get sacrifice with this. So the Hangman. So what I'm getting is maybe this is to pay homage to the sacrifice of Jesus, and not in a good way. Because I have the Six of Wands. So yeah, it's for progress. It's to recognize, it's public recognition of what I feel happened with the Hangman with Jesus and the Sun card. So yeah, I feel like that's what it was for. So honestly, I feel with all these cards, this was something that was put in. I feel it's deceptive. I feel it's a choice people make, and they choose to make it voluntarily, but I don't feel like there's something deceptive with it. So I feel like people go there to soul search, and I have the King of Wands. So yeah, it's regarding the Father, which is the King of all. So I feel like this ritual that they tell us to do with the cross, I feel like it was a strategy to bring the heartbreak and loss of the situation to the collective more and more is what I kind of get. So hope that resonated with you, Chuck, and thank you for the super chat. Are the people on the streets NPCs? Now they've been placed here for a reason. No respect. Oh, is that non-player character or whatever that's supposed to mean? Okay. Are the people on the streets non-player characters or whatever they're called? Have they been placed here for a reason? No disrespect to those struggling. Are the people on the streets NPCs, non-player characters? Have they been placed there for a reason? Please and thank you. Yes, they were brought here with the Six of Swords. So they were brought here, or they were put here for a reason. I have the King of Swords. So I feel because they're very disciplined, like meaning they have like no purpose. I feel like they were put there to just stay the course, be very disciplined in what you do. That's what I get. And then I have the Six of Cups. So this is something that's happened. They've been here for a while, I feel. And I feel the Ten of Swords, that it's to betray people. And I feel like it's to create crisis, is what I feel. And I feel like this is something collapse, defeat of the light, because I have the Five of Wands. So it's to cause conflict and obstacles and strife and tension is what these people are here for. I have the Seven of Wands. So competition, challenges. I feel like this is something that in helping people maintain control, not the good. I'm talking about the dark. because I have the moon card. So it comes, they help maintain the control of the fear and the illusion and also the anxieties and things that are, there's some things there with the moon card is what they're here for. Because I have the 9 of Cups. So they're there to disrupt the stability of people, emotional stability, everything, financial stability. It's just there. They're there to do that. And the Chariot. So they're there to continue to keep their movement moving along, to make progress. And I feel like it's to change directions for things. That's what they're put in place for. But I have the Death card. So things are going to change. That's coming to an end. So I feel like there's some type of transformation is coming with this stuff. So a new beginning. Something's coming to an end, a new beginning. And we're going to become sovereign. So 9 of Pentacles. So sovereign beings, the fruits of the labor, self-sufficient, luxury, rewards, all that stuff is coming, is what I feel. And this has been worked on with the 3 of Pentacles. So a team is going to start to remove these non-player characters or whatever they're called. I feel like their reason there is to disrupt. So thank you, Tracy, for the super chat, and I hope that resonates with you. Man, my nose is itching today. Every time I come to pull cards lately, my nose has been itching. Will my daughter have a baby, boy or girl, this year or next? Will my kid's father ever be a healthy part of their lives? Will my daughter have a baby, boy or girl, this year or next? That's like 4 questions in one. So, Anne's daughter have a baby, boy or girl, within the next 2 years. And will the grandfather be a healthy part of their lives? Please and thank you. All right, I got the 9 of Swords. So there's some anxieties, some fears, some traumas from the past, I feel, with the situation. But I have the Queen of Cups. There's going to be some healing, some stability coming emotionally for everyone. I have the 3 of Wands. So I feel maybe within the next 3 years, you'll see some progress. I feel at this situation with the child, the grandchild. I feel like possibly that this is what's going on, and progress with the part of their lives, the father, the grandfather, and I feel like, or the father, your ex-husband. I feel like there's going to be some type of collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles. So it tells me 3 of Wands first is telling me there's going to be some expansion. There's going to be some progress made. It says telling me maybe they're going to prepare to have a baby, or they're making plans. I feel like the 3 of Pentacles coming. So there's going to be, I feel like in the next 3 years, something is going to possibly come. They're going to be building something together. So I feel like the 5 of Wands comes out. There's going to be some conflicts, some bumps in the road. Okay, some disagreements. That's okay. I feel like that's going to come to an end though with the 10 of Swords. It tells me a painful ending, maybe some releases of things. But it is going to come to an ending because I have the 6 of Cups. So there are some happy memories in the past. I feel like there's going to be some of that again. There's going to be some joy coming back into the life. I have the King of Swords. So it tells me there's going to be some mental clarity. Something's going to be coming out. I feel like there's a lot of this is used a lot for all the parties involved, a lot of thinking, a lot of it, but there's going to be transition with the 6 of Swords. Tells me there's going to be some moving on, releasing this emotional baggage. Transition is coming, leaving the old behind is what I'm getting. And the Moon card. So there's fears, there's illusion, there's fears, anxieties, there's things that are coming. Premonitions are coming as well. So it tells me the Chariot. So there's going to be another move. So a transition, victory. So things are going to come towards. They're going to be departing of the old. So stay strong, stay courageous. Tells me maybe that they're going to take a trip. Your daughter, I also see possibly a move or a trip in their future is what I'm kind of getting with the Chariot. And then the 9 of Cups. So yes, everything is fulfillment. Your wish comes true. Contentment, satisfaction. That all is going to come. Okay. So 8 of Pentacles. It's a work in progress, and it's going to take some time. Be diligent, and things are going to move forward. So thank you, Anne, for the super chat, and I hope that resonated with you. Will I ever get to use my right hand again? If so, why is it taking so long? I do have some recent movement in my left hand. Thank you. The right hand again. One card flew out of my deck, and it's the Ten of Pentacles. Fulfillment. So fulfillment is coming. Security, long-term success, okay? So let's see what we get now. And the King of Wands. So overcoming challenges. It tells me you're going to be very good at overcoming them, okay? So it tells me stay focused, okay? Have that vision, the big picture. And the Three of Pentacles. So you're building something. I don't know if you're going to have a collaboration or you're working with a team of people to kind of get this moving or something. I feel like there's something you're going to be working on with this with a group of people. And the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're going to have fulfillment again. That's the second 10. So fulfillment is coming. Love. Your dreams are going to come true is what they're telling me. It tells me fulfillment. It tells me there's going to be harmony and alignment again in your life. But I have the 5 of Cups. So there's pessimism. I understand that there's been loss, there's been regrets, there's some things that there's some loss and fears. Release the fears. 7 of Pentacles tells me long-term view, delayed success. So it tells me we'll be successful. It's going to take some time. The seed's been well planted. You're going to have sustainable results. So you keep investing in your time and the energy that you're putting out. And the 7 of Wands. So it tells me challenges. Okay, you're maintaining control. Tells me these are challenges that you're going to overcome. And the Knight of Cups. So it tells me continue. You're going to continue to grow. So you're following your heart. Trust what's going on. So follow your heart with what you're doing. Tells me that these are things that you're working through, and you're going to make progress. And the Ace of Cups. So your cup's going to overflow. Tells me things are going to be beautiful for you. Okay, I feel like things are going to start to flow for you a little bit more energetically. I feel like there's some things that you're going to work through. I feel like that's what you're doing now. And then the Emperor card. So stay focused, stay disciplined as you have been, okay? And I feel like stability is coming back to you, and structure, that structure you used to have, being able to your structure of your limbs and things. I feel like it's coming back. Okay, so the divine is stepping in. It's going to take some hard work with the 10 of Wands, okay? But you're going to overcome those. You've had test of faith with the 9 of Wands. You're going to overcome that. Stay courageous. And the Magician tells me you have all the tools in the toolbox to manifest what you need. And the 8 of Swords is what's holding up my reading. So it tells me there's some self-imprisonment in your mind. It tells me about defeating thoughts at times, pessimism. I know that there has some things, but you need to release those things. Release those things, and things are going to open up for you energetically more. So thank you, Julie. I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. Can you do a general reading on my husband's new business venture in BC? How many more questions do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nine, 10. It's pulsing right now. 10. Okay, good. Killing me, Petey. No, I just when I don't see them, like how many I have left. I just scroll down and I keep getting these more chats and more chats and more chats. So, all right, we're almost there. That's good. Let me find Lady D's now. Got to find your question there, D. There we go. Says, can you do a general reading from my husband's new business venture in BC? I have the Lover's card. So choice, there's strength. So I feel like the two of you, I feel like you help strengthen him. So I feel like there may be a partnership. I don't know if there's a partnership involved in this, but it's going to be a good one. I have the Sun card, so it tells me success, all is well, happiness, celebration is coming with the Sun card. I have the Knight of Wands, so tell me, take inspired action, be fearless. I feel like this is a new opportunity for him, so use that energy moving forward. Then I have the Magician card, so it tells me that he's able to manifest. He has he's very skilled. And I feel like this is something that he's going to have more clarity on. So I feel like this is something he's manifesting. He's taking action for it, and he's creating this. He has all the tools in the toolbox. I have the Queen of Pentacles. So something I feel like you help him as well. You help nurture him. I also feel like he's very practical as well as you. So I also be able to say he'll be able to provide for financially with this business venture. And the Ace of Wands. So this is a new inspiration, new project. So tells me this is something that he was growing. There's going to be growth. And this is a new opportunity for you. And there's potential. It is like endless potential that I feel. The Seven of Pentacles. Hard work. Perseverance is going to go into the seeds have been well planted, long-term success. Okay, good investment is what they're telling me. And the Seven of Wands, so there's going to be some challenges, some competitions, things like that. But it also tells me you're going to be able to persevere with this situation. And then the Knight of Cups. So yeah, follow your heart. This is something he did, and I feel like this is something that is something he enjoyed doing or want. And the Ten of Pentacles. So follow your heart. It's going to lead to fulfillment for his financially, also for the family, financial security, wealth. I feel like there's going to be some long-term success with this. So trust your intuition, soul therapy with Lady D, and I hope that resonated with you. Thank you for the super sticker. Jason, pull out your Jesus deck for this one. All right, let's do that. No sweat. Does Jesus Christ think of Jehovah? How many times have they battled it out? Let's see if he makes an appearance. So I got the Shield Maiden. So there was fight. There was battles for some time. And then I had the Protection Guardian. So it feels like there was something to go with Guardian. Jesus was, I feel like they were guarding something they were taking care of that they had to fight about. Then I have the Lady. So I feel like maybe Jesus was fighting for Mary Magdalene or female energy. I feel like this is something that's happened. I have the Broken Arrow. So it tells me that they were trying to bring peace. But Jehovah, I feel like we didn't want peace. So I feel like this is something that Jesus wanted with the Broken Arrow. The Heart Guardian. So it tells me he did it out of love. So I feel like these things that he did, they had battles, but I feel like this was something he did to protect. I don't know, Mary. I feel like something that he did this out of love. So he actually did love Jehovah. I feel like he has love for Jehovah. But I also feel like this with the arrow, there's some energies around Jesus that was good, and there was energy around Jehovah that was not good. So he's telling me there's protective energies around him as well as himself, as Jehovah. And then warrior. So yeah, there's been fight. There's been warrior between them. I feel like Jesus loves. That's his intention is he loves, but and he forgives, but there's always been conflict and battle for many, many, many times. I see this from many, many, many lifetimes with the warrior and then the Shaolin master. So this is something that's been going on for a long time movement. So it tells me that this is something that many, many times. And the fire guardian. So what I get with that is they're both very passionate about what their beliefs and what they were in for, what they're battling for is what they're telling me. I have the high priest. So yeah, it's because they are both very intuitive, and I feel like one wanted to direct more toward the light, and one wanted to dart more toward the dark priest side of it. With the darkness is what I'm getting, and I have the Lord. So one of them I feel was under a Lord, some type of authority. So I don't know if it was Jehovah or he was working on behalf of somebody who was in charge of him. is what I get. And I have the summer. So it tells me, yeah, in the light, bask in the light. So the light one is overcome. Joy tells me that the light is always one every time when it comes to this. And the earth guardian. So yeah. So I feel like it was to keep things moving along. I feel like it was to progress. So there's been progress. And I feel like they've even had battles here on the earth plane, is what I'm getting. And the snake. So this has happened multiple times. Shedding the old skin, we're moving into a new direction or moving into something new, rebirth, regrowth. So it tells me, yeah. And the she wolf holding up my deck. So there's been multiple times. Jesus loves Jehovah. He said not love, but he's also not afraid to battle. And that's what he's telling me, is that that's exactly what he was doing at this time, was many battles with him. He loves Jehovah, and he always has. He loves all people, but he was fighting to protect Mary Magdalene, is what I feel. So hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super chat. Can I request a general reading for myself for the next couple of months? Thank you. Let's see. Sure can. The Justice card. So if there's been something you've been waiting on to come to fruition for you, it's going to. Things are going to work out. There's going to be some truth, some clarity coming out. It's going to be a win-win for you and some balance. I feel like maybe there's Five of Wands. So if there's any obstacles or any conflicts or anything that are disagreements that you've been going through, or you will, I feel like these are things that they're telling me that this is maybe this fairness or this justice will come from this disagreement that you've had. Because I have the 10 of Swords, so something is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end with the 10 of Swords as you move forward in the next 3 months. And I feel like in the next 3 months, you're going to start to go inside a little bit more if you haven't already with the Hermit card. You've been contemplating. You're going to be contemplating a lot of things. You're going to be, I feel like this is something you're going to gain independence for you. Inner guidance is coming. I also feel like you're going to connect more with your inner self. If you haven't already, I feel like you may start to meditate moving forward. Grab the Knight of Swords. So it tells me that you're action oriented. You're taking action. I feel like you're driven to succeed. It also tells me that you think you're a fast thinker. So there's a lot of things that kind of go through your mind at times, I feel. I have the Chariot. So it tells me that you're going to depart the old. It tells me you're making progress. Victory is coming for the next 3 months. I feel like this is something like your willpower that you're working on, and your courage, and I feel like you're developing. This is something you're working through. And I have the King of Cups. So emotional support and balance is what they're telling me. Compassion. Those are things that you're working in the next couple of months. You're going to find your empathic abilities and energies are going to start to connect more. You're going to find more balance. And the King of Pentacles tells me things financially for you are going to be okay. You made good investments. Also tells me that there's going to be security coming for you. It also tells me you're very disciplined. Okay. So it also tells me you're also very generous. So it tells me in the next 3 months, things are going to start to move. If you've had difficulties or obstacles, things are going to start to move along for you. And I have the Three of Pentacles. So it tells me you're building something, a foundation. I don't know if you work in a group or your family, whatever you're building, I feel is going to be successful for you as you're moving forward in this. With the Three of Pentacles, also I asked for the next 3 months when I said couple of months. So that's what they kind of held up my reading with. So to stay the course, okay? Release these things, these obstacles, this soul searching, these things that you're having. I feel like there's some fears and some things that you need to let go as well. And I feel like you're going to make some great progress. So thank you for the super chat, TTF, and I hope that resonates with you. A reading of my daughter waking up to the truth of being in a cult soon. Yeah, sure. It's really cute. Can you give me a reading of my daughter waking up to the truth of being in a cult soon? Give me a reading on my daughter waking up to the truth of being in a cult soon. I got the Ace of Pentacles, so yeah, there's an opportunity that's going to come. So I feel like there's something new is coming, something tangible is coming. And I have the World card. So fulfillment, attainment. So it tells me whatever this situation is, travel. There's going to be some type of travel. I feel like coming. Celebration of life and completion is accomplishments coming. And I have the Seven of Swords. So it tells me that maybe like some betrayal, some deception is. I feel like maybe coming out. Some trickery. I feel like also is going to be learned. And I feel like the tower moment is going to come because I have the tower after that. So I feel like some truths are going to be coming out, some sudden insights, some revelations, some sudden changes coming for her, an awakening. Because I have the Page of Cups, so I feel like there's going to be some type of happy surprise, new possibilities. I also feel like there's going to be some intuitive messages or something intuitively. I feel is going to maybe start to develop and change. Because I have the Five of Pentacles for her, so it tells me there's going to be some type of loss, some type of something is coming along, insecurities. Something is going to be along that line. A lack of mindset, I feel, with the Five of Pentacles. And I have the Six of Swords, so a transition, so a trip, another trip. I see trip coming, moving forward. So it's going to be leaving behind the old, it's moving out of troubled waters, and we're leaving the baggage where it needs to be. And then the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, so I feel like she's going to leave the group, and I feel like she's going to start to build something different. Okay. And I feel like with the Moon card, release those fears. I feel like there's going to be some things that are going to be brought to light for her that I feel like is going to change her outlook on things. So stay positive, Shirley Q, and things are moving along. And thank you for the super chat. I hope that resonated with you. Can you do a general reading on my granddaughter, Brooklyn? Sure. Sure. All right. Well, I got the of Wands, so it tells me that things are going to change. If there's been something, maybe some news is coming, maybe some travel. I feel that the Ten of Cups. So I feel like there's the Ten of Cups. I don't know if there's going to be travel, maybe tours, either yourself or the family. There's going to be some type of love, harmony. I feel like some type of alignment is coming. This is telling me with the she's very loved and supported. I have the Ten of Wands though, so it tells me she's a hard worker. Are there some burdens on her? Something is going to come to completion. She had a lot of extra responsibility on her. A lot of hard work. But I also feel there's a devil card. So there's some attachment. There's maybe some toxic energy or materialistic or destructive behaviors, I feel at times. Maybe that's part of it. I feel like there's something that's shadow self work that she needs to work on with the devil card. But I have the temperance card. So it tells me that there's going to be hope, harmony. It tells me that there's going to be to be sensible, balance is coming, and to remain patient is what I'm getting with the temper. She's protected divinely, so it tells me she's going to learn this. And I have the Two of Pentacles, so she's going to learn to adapt. She's trying to balance some decisions. I feel, and I feel like maybe some her time management is something that I feel like it maybe comes up for her sometimes. Because I have the Four of Swords, so it tells me some type of renewal, some type of rest, some type of relaxation needs to happen. I feel like maybe that's something that needs to happen. Maybe some solitude. Maybe she's quiet. Maybe she's been pulling in a little bit more is what I'm kind of feeling. Because I have the Five of Swords, so there's a lot of disagreements, a lot of conflict. I feel maybe some bullies or something along that line. I feel like maybe it's bothering her or something she's feeling threatened or like having disagreements about. Because I have the Queen of Swords, so things are going to move forward. She's going to have truth. She's going to have clarity. So I feel like she's going to become more clear-minded about some of these things. And the Lovers card. So there's going to be love and harmony for her. So there's going to be some type of alignment for her from some of these things and strength. So she's gonna be strong. I feel like because there's a lot of nightmares with the Nine of Swords holding up my deck, a lot of maybe sleepless nights, some insomnia, some anxieties. I feel like she's going to progress. She needs to let go of these fears and these things that have been bothering her, and stand in her truth like the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like things are going to progress for her. And just continue to love and support her as well. So hope that resonated with you, Sharon, and thank you for the super chat. The past, I woke up abruptly to a white luminescent pinpoint of light shooting into my forehead that burst into many points of light in my face. What was the message? Gift? Thank you. Mountain girl woke up to a light shooting into her forehead, pinpoint. Burst into many points of light in her face. What was the message? That's okay, so it's telling me that I don't know if there was some loss or some heartache or something going emotional pain that you had at the time with the Three of Swords. Because then I have the Wheel of Fortune. So it tells me there's some ups and downs. So it also tells me that there was a change. This was a change for you. So that's what I feel like this was a good luck turning point for you. This happened. I have the Four of Pentacles, so it tells me it's something to help you conserve. I feel like it's also to maintain control. I also feel like it's something that's investing in your energy, is what I'm getting. We have the Page of Pentacles, so yes, manifestation. So I feel like it's you're getting downloads. I feel like this is something that development. This is helping develop. I have the Ten of Pentacles, so it tells me it's fulfillment. It's for your legacy. I feel like this is something for long-term success. Is why you're seeing this in this situation. Yeah, and I have the Seven of Wands. Is to overcome challenges. Is to persevere, and the Judgment card. So it tells me an awakening, a rebirth. Tells me some type of renewal, an awakening during an awakening time. And I feel like this is something that's done, and I feel like this is something that is a calling from the light. I feel like it's to help you in a new phase to move on, and I feel like this is the Two of Cups is to bring love, and I feel like it's something that they bring two energies into one. I feel like it's to help you bring balance and fulfillment. So that's what I get, Mountain Girl, for the light, and it's a good thing for you, and it's to help you progress. So I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super chat. Let's see what we get. Hi, Jason. Awesome, spot on, 1,000,000% private reading last week. Blew my mind. Love and light, Cheryl. Well, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate I appreciate that. I know you told me that too. You're like, my jaw is agape right now, like dropped. My jaw dropped from this. So appreciate that. Much love for you. I'm sending you light and love. Appreciate the super chat. Any advice from my higher self? Sure thing. Carrie K's higher self. Advice does Carrie K's higher self have for higher self? Be free. That's what they're telling me with the Page of Wands. Have excitement and start exploring things. That's what they're telling me. There's limitless potential. So it means you can do whatever you want. That's what they're telling me with the Page of Wands. Then I have the Temperance card. So it also tells me do it with moderation. Also tells me like to be patient in things. You're going to find a purpose. It tells me some finding meaning in things. So it tells me there's going to be balance and hope for you with the Temperance card. I have the King of Swords. It also tells me that you're very disciplined, standing your truth, but also tells me like there's too much thinking going on. Your higher self is telling me you have too many racing thoughts, but you're going to have mental clarity. Then I have the Three of Pentacles, so it tells me we work together. It tells me you're working together. Your higher self is working together with you. We're implementing, we're learning. The higher self is helping you learn. Is what is they're working together. And I have the Six of Swords. So it tells me that they're working is to help you transition, leave things behind, move on, releasing things. That's what it's telling me is to help you move out of troubled waters is what they're helping you with. I have the Ten of Swords. So it tells me, yes, helps you with things. It helps you when you feel defeated. Helps you helps you with things like crises. That's what my higher self, their higher self is telling you. This is what I do. This is what I'm helping you with. The Hermit card, because you're soul searching, you're attacking or attaching yourself, or you're connecting to the higher self. And I feel like this is something that they're telling me. The consciousness, wisdom. They bring you wisdom. They bring you truth. That's what the higher self is saying. I have the Knight of Swords, so they're telling me they help defend. It also tells me that they're very action oriented, so they step in and they help you progress is what they're here for. And I have the Chariot, so yeah, they're constantly helping you move along. It's for direction, to help control, and I have the Ten of Pentacles, so it's to help fulfillment. It's your legacy, so it's to help you maintain this to completion. So hopefully that resonated with you, Carrie K, and thank you for the super chat. Marla Shaw, showing up late, had my reading a few days ago, and it was incredible. Thank you. No worries, Marla. Thank you for your private reading was awesome as well. So thank you for the great comments and the super chat. Much love. I'm sending you light and love and healing. How does McKenna feel about me? Let's find out. Let's find out how McKenna feels about you. How does McKenna feel about Top Flight? Well, I got the Chariot, so there's going to be some movement in this situation. I don't know what this means or if there was a move in the past, but I have the Lover's card, so I feel like there's some type of connection there. I don't know if this is a twin flame or a partnership or some type of relationship a union is coming. I feel with the Lover's card. Then I have the Ace of Cups, so I feel like there's some love there. I don't know what the situation is, but I feel like there's feelings there for sure with the Ace of Cups. And I have the King of Wands, so yeah, big picture, the vision. So it tells me this is something maybe very mature energy. I feel like this is something that this with the King of Wands. And I have the Queen of Cups, so yeah, healing, calming, nurturing. I feel like this is something like caring, very caring for you is what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So yeah, very practical. So it feels like there's some type of I feel like connection with you as far as that goes. And King of Cups, same thing. Emotional stability, compassion. I feel like there's some balance there. I feel like there's some energetic, empathic energy between you two. I feel like there's some things, but I feel like there's some conflicts with the Five of Swords, either in your mind or her mind, maybe about some disagreements, some things that have gone on. But I feel that that's going to work out with the Six of Pentacles. There's going to make progress. Things are going to be recognized, and there's going to be victory with this situation. So stay in the light. Keep manifesting this, and I feel like Top Flight that this is on the way in the right direction for you. There may be even a proposal in the future. What I feel, I don't know what that even means, but I feel maybe there might be something there in the future for you. So keep in the light. Hope that resonated. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the 37 people that are still here. You guys are gangsters. Let me see here. Oh, there's one. Tracy Dericio, super sticker. Let me make sure there's no other messages. All right. Make sure I don't miss anything from Tracy. Thank you for the super sticker, Tracy. Much light and love. You need to rest. Super chats were called a while ago, my friend. Love and light to you and the rest of the tribe. You're right. Thank you, Dennis. No, I have to. I'm going to keep going. I have one more I got to read at least that Joe presented to me today in the text from earlier. So I didn't forget that person. So appreciate it, though. Light and love to you, Dennis. I missed Thursday anyway, so perfect. So let me see this last question then for this last gentleman from Joe. Oh, I did a read for Damien. You guys hear my dog? Okay, so I did read for Damien then. Okay, never mind. So you guys can hear my dogs all barking. So awesome, guys, for everything. You guys for tuning in. I think I got everybody's question. Even started off with Lori's for the day. So I really appreciate it. I know it's been a long one today. I have to go through and read all the comments now, make sure I didn't miss anything. But I also want to let you guys know that I'm going to do Wednesday's show this week. And then I'm not going to do Thursday's readings, and I'm not going to do Monday's reading next week because I'm going to be gone doing this national, becoming a state national seminar and all that stuff. I'm going to this weekend in Oklahoma. So I just want to let you guys know I won't be back till Monday, late night. So I'll hit you guys up on Wednesday for sure. So tune in for the the roundtable chat on Wednesday. I'm going to have Gypsy Mama on with us. And I also want to let you guys know that just so you guys know, so next Monday, there won't be any readings. And this Thursday, there won't be any readings because I'm going to go take care of that stuff. And once I figure that situation out, guys, with the nationals and all that stuff, stay tuned because I feel like there's going to be a big thing coming for us as we move along in this journey. So I want to say thank you guys once again for tuning in. You guys are hardcore, 38 people still at 3 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to go through and look at all the chats and make sure I got everything. So it's a level 1 and 2 seminar for David Straight. He talks about reclaiming your or becoming a national, state national, or reclaiming that actually what it is, and then reclaiming your minor estate and things like that. Something that we haven't been. So there's a lot of things I've been reading about a lot lately, like a lot. That's opened my eyes more than anything I've ever seen online. So I just want to let you guys, as soon as I know something for sure, and I kind of get something moving, I definitely will try to share what I can with you guys as much as I can. That's something that I know that's when David Wagner asked about that question earlier. Will my wife and I be traveling, what he asked, within a year in our motorhome helping people? I feel very much so. And I feel like he's a big part of this because he's kind of got me started into this journey as well. So I'm very thankful for him. And like I said, once again, he's paying for my wife and I to go to the seminar. And he also paid for our hotel, everything. So, I mean, it was pretty awesome of him to be able to do that for us. So, once again, I'm very thankful for David and the things that he's been sharing with me as well. So, I'm not used to this. As I told him, I'm not used to things like this happening to me. I really am not. I'm used to giving all the time. And this is a pretty amazing thing that this is coming back to me. So, very much appreciated. So, but I think I got all your guys' questions. Stay in the light. It's all I can tell you guys. Stay in the light. A lot of these things keep coming back to releasing these fears and these doubts. That's why. Stay in the light, guys. You got to let go. We can't control things. We're trying to control things. You can only control yourself. And these are all individual journeys. This is all individual journeys, even though we take little bits and pieces from every one of these readings, because I know you guys all do. But I know that there's some things you guys have to let go of. A lot of us. Karma, because that's why you keep having it, keeps coming back. So keeps coming back because these are obstacles that will keep coming into your reality consistently over and over and over and over again. Even if you don't get it right this time, you come back to next life, you're going to have those same obstacles. At least if you overcome those obstacles, you move into something different. Could be for the better, could be for not. So I just want to let you guys know that. Stay strong. You're eternal. You're eternal. I mean, honestly, that's amazing. That's amazing in itself. You're eternal. This is just a stepping stone in your journey, this little lifetime, no matter if it's for 30 seconds that you're here or if it's for 300 years that you're here in this lifetime. It's a stepping stone towards the victory, towards fulfillment, towards being reunited with the Father who created everything. So stay strong, guys. I'm telling you, stay strong. You guys are the love, be the love, and believe. Don't stop. Don't second guess yourself. I feel too much energy with second guessing. Too many things. You guys need to let it go and believe for real. Really believe it. And I'm telling you, once you believe fully, your heart will open and the calmness will just flow to you. You'll feel calm and beautiful. I'm telling you. I just hope that you guys can feel this that I feel. So stay in the light. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for our roundtable at 7 Central. And I'm sending you guys all light, love, and dragons. Have a beautiful evening. Stay strong. Soldier of Light out.